Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm BattyPrincess, I'm your hostess for tonight, and we are here with a little tiny game called Hello Alligator. How is everyone doing? Welcome. It's a little loud for my ears. I hope everyone's weekend has been going well so far. I have been so excited to play this game ever since I saw the trailer ages ago, and I finally have the game right here in front of me to play. Alligator is right here. Now, I don't even know what to say. Oh my god, I was so excited for it. So I have no idea what this game is about, but from the trailer, and I didn't even read the synopsis, like a synopsis or anything. But from the trailer and then the opening, I think we're a private investigator, investigator, and we're supposed to help this little alligator here. And I think that's the story of the game. So yeah, we're gonna be starting now. There is no... Let me just check the options. No subtitles? No subtitles. Okay, so we're just gonna start the game and let's go. Oh yeah, why subtitles? This game is like comic style according to the trailer. But yeah, let's start the game. I'm super excited. Also, I've heard that the studio that made this has people that work on Adventure Time, which makes me even more excited. Oh, I just click it. Okay, so these are options. Okay, we just go. Pet. No company, please. Thank you. No hablo inglés, no hablo español, no hablos at all, no hablo one hablo. Not even one hablo. Oh, sorry. Hey, I'm trying to lay low here, so can you maybe move on, please? Okay, you got me. I'll come clean. I'm sorry for being so rude before, I'm just a little on edge. Normally, I wouldn't tell anyone this, but you've got such soulful eyes I can totally see the entire of... So I feel safe with you, stranger. You see, usually I love coming to John Johnny's on my birthday like this. Staying in the hotel, floating in the pool, eating 2 bagels at the continental breakfast, eating 2 soaps in the complimentary bath basket. But this year, I've got a problem. A real big problem. Also, let me just increase the game volume, it seems a little too low. There we go. A real big problem. The thing is, I'm pretty sure the family is finally trying to rub me out for squealing. I didn't mean to squeal, honest. I just see a pair of earnest eyes and the secrets just start flowing out of my snoot. See? I'm doing it right now. Oh, cheese and crackers. What am I going to do? I don't want to be rubbed out. Chu Tonton even told me I have to meet him upstairs here at 8 sharp for the event. Is the event just a birthday party? Is this just a secret birthday party and he doesn't know it? They think I don't know, but I heard him talking to Big Mama on the phone. The whole family's gonna come to really show me how it's done. It's a birthday party! Pat! I already solved the mystery, Pat. It's a secret birthday party, Pat. Pat, what are you doing, Pat? Come on. What am I going to do? I don't want to sleep with the fishes. I have a shellfish allergy, and my asthma acts when I go too waterlogged. Wait a second. You're interested in me, right? You want to sit me with for breakfast and everything. Do you think you could help me? Since we're such great pals, you could go out and talk to my family around Alligator, New York City. Find out the information about the event and report back to me. Yes, this is a great idea. Together, maybe we can collect enough info to save me. You want to save me, right? Right. Great. I'll text you if I need any help. How about you go out there and start? Do you have a watch? Ah, you do great. I'll text a little before 10 AM since it can take 15 minutes or so to get back here on the trolley. So make sure you check your watch a bunch. If you happen to get stuck doing some weird game-like activities while investigating, it could take time. Time I don't have, because I'm going to have murder done on me. I'm okay. Think of the beach, Pat. Remember what Dr. Duplessis told you. Anyways, thank you so much for helping out an alligator like me. I really feel better just looking at your super kind and visible face. Visible to him, not for us. And be careful out there. The last thing we need is 2 people sleeping with the fishes. We'll need to find a double bed. In this economy? See you later, friends. Stay safe. Bub. Hello, esteemed guests. If you're looking to leave the restaurant, you'll have to use the exit arrow up there in the corner of the screen. We provide all our patrons with an exit arrow and complimentary pillow mitts. Feel free to use both outside of our fine establishment to exit and munch as you wish. Just don't mix the two up since that arrow is vintage and known to contain harmful materials such as lead paint, asbestos, and a combination of rat poisons and cilantro. Please feel free to visit us again here at John Johnny's and have a Johnny of a day. Can I talk to you again? Welcome. Okay, so I think it's a birthday party. We already solved the game. Oh god, this game is adorable then. Okay, let's go outside. Later, alligator. Oh my god, this is adorable. Oh my god, this is adorable. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Hey Bob, you got a minute? Or perhaps 3 minutes? I ain't above asking for 5. The game froze for a second, I don't know what happened. I saw you walking out of John Johnny's over there and I say to myself, Mikey, you gotta talk to that mysterious stranger. A vision in pinstripes they is. I ain't trying to fluff you up or nothing, but you look like an alligator of exceptional taste. As well as one who might like to dabble in high-stakes game of chance and intrigue if you feel me. No, don't actually feel me, I got a skin condition. They call me slick for a reason. According to my doc, it ain't going away unless I start using the tropical cream at night. But I ain't gonna listen to some jabroni with a smart certificate, you know what I'm saying? All my smarts come from the street, which is also where I got this skin condition, and my impolite lower back tattoo. Sir, are you okay? This is like, who are you? Okay. The name's Mikey, but everyone calls me the old king of the cards. Well, that one guy did before he went at the fence to stop stealing his email passwords. Then his pants fell down. Then he fell down into an open manhole. But I have it on good authority from the paramedics that he only called 3 or 5 other people that, so bada bing. The old card king at your service. Ooh. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this whole thing is a birthday party, but I'm gonna stop. Because I think I already know the plot twist at the end of the game, but let's continue. Are you talking about Pat, the alligator? Yeah, I know that dude pretty well, he's my second cousin. One time when we was kids, us guys got locked out of CCD after recess and missed juice and cookie time. What is CCD? We only had one granola bar between us and good old Pat gave me the bigger half. I'll always remember that. No, I ain't crying. I just spit in my own eyes as a display of street toughness. Okay. Tell me about the event. Oh, you know about the event, eh? Well, look here, bub. It's a real secret affair, you dig? Ain't nobody supposed to be going and telepath about it. My lips are sealed, just like they're sealed when you wake up after a night of nose-only briefing. Maybe though, just maybe, if you play a little game with Mikey here, my lips might loosen up. You think you can keep an eye on this flurry of thingies and find the key, Queen? Yes, I think I can play this. Yeah, I'll play. Mike is running a street scan. Keep an eye on the Queen and pick the correct card to foil his plans. Okay, I need to pay attention to the Queen. Alright, get your peepers peeled because these hands are about to become a hurricane. See here? Keep your eyes on the lady. Where she's gonna go, where she's gonna go. Okay, she's in the center. Wait, he didn't move them at all. And you can see by his expression, he didn't move it at all. Well, I guess we'll never know who won. Who knows which way the wind blows or some junk. That was not how I expected this to go, so I think we already know how the game is gonna be like. Okay. Anyways, about the event. Well, you ain't heard it from me, but I heard it's gonna be a real affair to remember. The whole family been talking about it for months. Pat's really gonna get his, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, thanks for playing. Let me know if you need any of my city smarts while you're out there, rookie. Try not to leak any trolley handrails if you can help it. Those dermatology copays are a real kick in the alligator pants, you feel me? Ooh. Okay. Okay, Mikey, okay. Nice meeting you, Mike. Oh, okay. The trolley ain't here yet, so why don't you go check out the arcade? Mikey got banned for his slick fingers gumming up the machines and causing an epidermis epidemic. But that ain't mean you gotta suffer the same fate. Ooh. I feel like I need to go do the O every time. Also, I can look up. That's cool. Anyways, arcade, I think... Oh, it has a little symbol when you can walk. Okay, good to know. Oh my god, this game already looks incredible. No. Hello? Is this by chance your first time in Alligator, New York City? I mean in the city, not Alligator Long Island or something. It is? Who's this? I thought so. You don't know me. I'm sorry if that's weird, I just thought if you like I could text you some tips. Hey Jessica, welcome to the Batcave. How are you doing? I hope you've been enjoying your vacations. How are you? I'm playing this game and this game is adorable. I'm loving this. I have been playing for like 15 minutes or only, but this game is adorable. The city is really big and has a lot of colorful secrets that I wouldn't want you to miss on your first visit. Is it okay if I help you out from time to time? Sure. Great. I'll be sure to text you again soon. Don't forget to enjoy yourself. There's so many people here. Oh, who do I talk to first? How are you? I'm doing okay, thank you so much for asking. Having fun with this little game called Alligator, which is about a little tiny crocodile, a little tiny alligator that has some trouble and you're an investigator helping him. I think I know the plot twist already, but let's just play the game and enjoy it for what it is, because so far it's been really adorable. Let's try to talk to the little Geraldine. Hey, up there! Long arms! You got a sec? Nice suit! What's a fancy reptile like you doing at the back of the arcade? I just can't stop looking at the details around, you know? I know what you're after. That's right, I've got you pegged just by looking at you. You want cold, hard, plush. Plushes are not hard, Geraldine. Sorry, they're not cold. I don't think they are. She's pretty good. It's adorable. I think it's adorable. Well, you find the right alligator, and I've got a job that I'll pay for both of our retirements in poorly made stuffies. Did you just make a pun? Alligator. You might see a humble claw machine, but this is a vault, and we're gonna break in. But we can't just walk in, no, there's countermeasures. Sometimes Norma, the security guard, comes by and says I'm not allowed to put my clawing clawing chair. Jesus Christ. My clawing chair into the ale. I read that wrong. Without the boost, I'm not tall enough to work the claw. She says it's a fire hazard, but most of the machines in here are. You see behind here? That's one alien power strip juicing up every one of those babies. One wrong move in pinball and boom! This place lights up like my chemistry teacher's hair when I turn the Bunsen burner too high. Who are you? Me? I know around these parts as the sweet Geraldine, criminal mastermind of the claw machine. You haven't heard of me? Honestly, I'm not surprised. I leave no fingerprints, and Johnny Law doesn't have a clue. Or Johnny Bauer from my geography class. At least that's what he said when I asked him to the when I asked him to the spring fling. Oh, okay. When you asked him out to the spring fling. Okay. Pat? Pat is a patsy, but not my patsy, that's for sure. He's related to some of my friends' dad. Okay, so you're the daughter of a friend of the dad of Pat. Okay. One time, at that show, Pat pulled the fire alarm because he thought someone was trying to set him on fire. Pat is just paranoid. It turns out he just had a warm piece of pizza in his pocket. No one could find him for almost an hour until the firefighters pulled him out of the concert hall crawl space. He was covered in spiders and had eaten the pizza but was otherwise unharmed. Physically anyway. That guy's pretty weird. Do you know about the event? I would love to tell you about the event, I really would. But this is our first time on the job together, Mac. You haven't yet earned my unbridled trust. I think you're a little too small to be using the word unbridled, but okay. That's a very complex word. Maybe we could come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. The claw machine, it's a two-man operation. I need someone who's not gonna rat me out for additional prizes when plush comes to shove, you feel me? What do you say, old-timer? One last claw machine score, the big one. Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you. Follow with Geraldine's instructions to get perfect claw machine prize. Click left and right to control the crane. When you're ready to grab, click the center button. Here she is, the big quesadilla, the mother lode. Inside this vault is a treasure trove of prizes. I've had my eyes on a couple of choice goods, but I need an accomplice with nervous steel and hands of steel. A tall pat like you can push the buttons and see the prizes. So what do you say? Let's get some cute loots for our cute snoots. First, you should warm up your tricky digits. Grab me any prize that catches your eye. Go on, old-timer, show me what you got. I'm gonna get you a key. Oh. Yeah, I got a key. I heard a prize, let's check the slot. Oh my geez, this is going to be just like the Secret Garden. That's a TV show, right? I don't know. I just got the key because I was like, I could use this key for later in the game. I don't know. Or the time I stole the lady down the street's carabiner to break into her house and pet her smoosh-faced cat Pepperoni. You know, One of those two. Very similar things, Geraldine, yes. You've got some chops, I respect that. But now the real job begins. How will you react when the pressure's on? This time, you follow my lead. Can you get me that seashell? I think it's pretty. Seashell? Seashell? Oh, down here! No! You got one, what is it? I don't really wear jewelry yet, I'm like 8 or 10 or something. I can still see the price. No, I know you want the I know you want the seashell. I trying to get it. Don't worry. I don't think I can get it because it's on the corner. No! It's not the one, Geraldine, it's the other one. Oh, I've already outgrown my crystal phase. My anime phase is far more powerful. Okay. Okay, Geraldine, I'm getting it. Don't worry, I'm getting it. Wait, I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna do whoosh and press the button like, come on. Come on, yeah, there we go. Hey, Fancy Dinosaur, I love this game so much. Later Alligator. Yeah, so far I'm loving this game. I just started, but this game is lovely. You got one, what is it? How are you doing? How's your weekend going? I wonder if I'll hear the ocean if I put this to my ear. It said glacial melt is changing ocean currents. Whoa, dude! You're really good at this. But it's finally time for the big score. I can see it in your eyes. You're ready to get the ultimate prize. Get me the doll from the best, most awesome video game franchise of all time, Final Fantasy City. He's the dreamy one with the spiky hair. The big one. Do you mean this one? You mean this one? I can't believe you got the dreamiest anime Game Boy from Final Fantasy City Glowed Stripes. Claude, his hair is almost as prickly as his social interaction with women. This is exactly what I wanted. Thank you so much for helping me. Okay. Oh my god. I'm loving so far the sense of humor that this game has. It's very much my thing. I can't believe it. The big score. And thanks to you, we had a clean getaway. I'll tell you what you need to know. The event is a secret. I'm a gator, not a rat. That's right, a classic double cross. That's the calling card of Sweet Geraldine, master criminal. No spoilers in chat, but I think I already know the secret. But it's kind of a little. Oh, there's a guy there on the back. There's someone there. Oh, so there's like alligators hidden that I need to check for before getting out of a place. Let's check this one out. Yeah, the train movie remake was passable. But if you ask me, nothing beats the part in the original where train leaps into the air and the harness holding the actor breaks. Is this Tron? I think this is Tron. If you stay after the credits, you see the footage where he falls into the camera guy and a makeup artist holding 2 coffees. Excuse me, do you have something else? Leaving that whole scene unedited and with added slide whistle noises? Now, those were the days of true cinema. I'm just gonna click on them until they stop. The coffee physics were really believable, practical effects, you know? Phew, take that, Master Conductor. Okay. Okay, now they're repeating. What about you? You look interesting. Hey there, you up for a real challenge? I haven't seen you here before, stranger. Alligator, New York City is a big place, but we tend to have regulars, you know? Like Rocco and Bonnie over there. Those two are here every day, but you... I will remember such a visible face like yours. Everyone keeps commenting that my face is visible. Look at me being a real jerk. I don't mean to be giving you a hard time or nothing. I just been a little frazzled since last night. Are they saying that I have a visible face because I'm bald? Are they saying that my character is bald? How dare you? I had a dream that I was a skee ball and some stick-finger kid kept throwing me into the 10-point hole. Are you inviting me to play pinball? Go for the 50 dingoes, I tried to yell, but being a ball and all, the ding-dong couldn't hear me. I woke up in a cold sweat in my kitchen, systematically throwing individual oranges from the window into my neighbor's terrarium. The vitamin C would have helped me shake it off, but all I had for breakfast was black coffee and a half can of leftover candy cigarettes. Who are you? The name is Joanny, or Bologna if you're my 4th grade bully come back to find me. You're not, right? Sam? Anyway, I work here at Adelaide's arcade, sweeping floors and keeping all the games running smooth as a baby's bombing behind. Okay, that's a good analogy. I used to work as a greaser in a shop downtown, but I left to be closer to my gaming hobby. They let me keep the leather jacket though. That makes more sense. And the company's hairstyle. So do you know Pat? Pat's my cousin, and also the most genuine doof I know, so you better be nice to him, you hear? I wouldn't want to have to pop you one. I'm told I got a mean left hook, and a moderately insulting right hook. And a kick that could benefit from some anger management courses. I tried to sign it up for some calming hot yoga at the YACA, but it didn't go over well. You ever get kicked by your own leg? Wait. It's like, this is YMCA, but YACA because it's alligators on men. Because I think the name is Young Men Christian Association. This is like Young Alligator. I don't know if it's Christian, something association. Ain't great, bud. It ain't great. Okay, what about the event? Look, I know you're here spying for Pat for whatever reason, and that's fine, but I can't tell you family secrets, you feel me? To give up info that hot, you will have to really impress me. So what do you think? Can you roll the ball, old timer? I'm talking pinball, I knew it! The old Pinny Bee, as I like to call it, against the advice of both my friends, family, and supportive therapists I see on Thursdays. I got the highest score on Lizard Wizards here, 8 months running, but I'm always looking for a real pinhead to pit my skills against. So what do you say? Care to take on a pinball lizard like me? I didn't mean to make a joke, I take this very seriously. Sure, I can play pinball. Click the plunger to launch the pinball. Use RL or the arrows. Beat 5,000 points to earn Joanny's respect. Okay. Okay, I can just use the... I used to play a lot of pinball games when I was a kid. No! I used to play a lot of pinball games when I was a kid. Like, this was my jam. No! No, we're almost there. We almost have 5,000. Oh, almost! Come on. Yeah, we have 5,000. Okay, almost. Just barely. You know what? I'm fine with just barely. Thank you, Joanny. So tell me about the event. Hey, it's been a long time since I see moves like that in front of Lizard Wizards here. You had that ball hitting all the duets and woods so fast I could barely keep up. I was not playing well, Joanne. It was purely luck, but thank you. It's been a real honor to hang with another students of the pinball arts. Oh, you found a puzzle piece. Thank you. About the event. Now this might just be a rumor, but word on the street there's going to be some sick games there. Not pinball per se, but you know, you take what you can get. Anyway, that's all I can really say. I will better get back on the grind trying to beat my last high score. Thanks for showing me your supple wrist, Pinhead. Catch you later. Okay, later, Joanny. It was nice meeting you. Okay, let's talk to these guys. Why do we always come here? This place is a dump. You didn't have to come, Rocco. No way. The only thing worse than being in a dump is not being invited to the dump to begin with. Like you're too trashy for the other trash, which is unnervingly close to an entry from my dream journal last week. What about you? Take the shot, Rocco. Hold your horses, Bonnie. I'm lining up my stick. You gotta be delicate with these things. Oh, I've been holding my horses. I've been cradling my horse. I've never heard that expression. That's funny. Oh, I've been holding my horses. I've been cradling my horses. I've enveloped my horses in the safety of a tender, meaningful embrace all night, waiting for you to take the shot, Rocco. Oh my God, this is great dialogue. How come you never told me like that, Bob? That's really good dialogue. That's really good dialogue. If a grown man can't come to a children's arcade to unwind by hitting things with a stick and yelling swears, what kind of alligator country are we living in? What about you? There's just two rules if you want to rack up a game with me. Be cool, shoot pool, and stay in school. And don't bring up how I never let her to count. I was just gonna say that, but okay, you told me to not bring it up. That's the third game I lost in a row. You're too good at this, Bon. I know. Come on, what's your secret? Muscle, hustle, and rustle. Russell? My holistic dentist. After he screams in my mouth to soft jazz, we heated up the pool. Oh, the pool. Okay. They play with the dentist. Heck. Hey, cool it on that kind of talk, Rocco. There's a kid in here. You can't say heck? Dang, you're right. Hey, what did you just say? I think it's really fun that the dang and heck, which is like safe words. They have so much dialogue. Just lining up my shot. Is he repeated now? I'm comfortable with myself. Is he repeated? Yeah, okay. What about this one person here in the back? My mom is always on my case, like, Artie, go outside and talk to the other alligators. Artie, stop hiding behind various types of curtains in the outside our house. Okay, Artie. Like, I'm supposed to not hide behind various types of curtains in outside our house? I know they're saying home. I keep saying house. What do you think I am, Mom? God? Oh, thank you for the puzzle piece. Nobody here but us curtains. Oh, it's like is it the game that says nobody here but us chickens? I don't think we have more dialogue. Yeah, I think we're finished with this area. Let's go let's check the clock. This? Yeah, let's go outside. Oh my god, this is a lot of people. Hey, bub, you're just in time. The trolley got here a minute ago. Why don't you just go check out the city? Bring Mikey a hot dog maybe, or some protective handwear. I'm gross. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later, Mikey, because there's more people here to meet. Can I go inside? Is there something inside? Yes, there's more people. My girlfriend is coming to pick me up after work. I'm so nervous. She's just so cool and strong. I mean, she's literally coming to pick me up after work. Where she put me, nobody knows. Oh, she's literally coming to pick him up like under her arm. Okay, that's actually adorable. And I think it's now repeated. What about you, pet? You're back already? Should I be worried? No. Don't worry. What about you? There's something so nice about just sitting by yourself in a restaurant with a good book. Just that? I don't mind dining alone. It's serene, sharing a meal with just me, myself, and I. The kind of serenity that involves not having to hear anyone else. You're not really taking the hint, huh? No, I'm going to keep talking to you. One more time, last time. Okay, I'll stop. Ah, there is a puzzle piece there. Okay, so you need to look around the scenery. Okay, let's move the mouse real fast. Whoa, puzzle piece. Whoa, let's move it. Yeah, let's be careful. Ooh. Oh, you can click. Okay, so if something has one... Oh. If it has one finger, you can interact. Good to know. Let's go outside. Can I go back to the arcade? I just want to check if maybe I missed something. Hey again, your friendly city guy here. So I was wondering, have you been finding any puzzle pieces around? I have. I thought so. You can find a lot of fun things you might not expect in the city by clicking around. Puzzle pieces, secret baubles to look at, interestingly shaped sewer rats. It's a real menagerie. Maybe if you find enough pieces you'll be able to do something good with them. Like unlock something, or make a small blanket for a family of chili squirrels. The world is bright, so have lots of fun looking around. No, don't worry, I'm looking around now. Now that I know that you can have stuff here. Oh! Aha! Now that I know you can have stuff hidden. Oh, that was another puzzle piece. Interesting. What if I keep clicking? Does something happen? Do I get a puzzle piece suddenly coming out? I don't think so. Okay, there's no new dialogue. Okay, this place is complete. Can I open my inventory? Can I check my puzzle pieces? Okay. That's 48. Okay, I wanna see if I can find something here. Oh, nice! There was one there on the flexing alligator there on the back. Bro dagger. This we click and drag up and down. Aha! I see, game. You're being very smart, huh? I saw something. Ah, it's the bell. Just looking around. Give me 1 second, I'm looking around. Okay, let me go up. And I'll look every window for secrets. Ah, another one! Fancy. Okay, before we travel, there's like 3 people to talk to right now. So let's talk to this gentleman first. 5th William IV. That's a very smart name. Creativity here is through the roof in this game. Oh boy, the sunflower looks as stately as ever. I come here most days to stare at her. But I usually leave when someone calls the alligator police. Police, Betty? Betty, what's your pronunciation today? But I usually leave when someone calls the alligator police or I slip and fall down in a rather overwrought fashion. Oh. It's not actually a game, it's just dialogue. It's too hard to get all the way back up if you fall. No elevator, you know. You just have to use elbow grease, which I have yet to speak to my doctor about. It's a full-time job to want to eat this flower, but I would do it as my father and his father did before me. Where are they now? Well, they both retired to stare at flowers in the comfort of their own homes, of course, but not me. I'm out here on the daily. That's your job. Flower. Can I give you the... Here, have the flower. I'll buy you a flower. I'll give you a flower. I'll buy you a flower. Okay, you? You ever eat a John Johnny's here? The food's alright, but that bottomless chowder bowl was a disaster. I picked that thing up and bam! The chowder paints the rest of the day. The chowder paints... Chowder paints is my nickname at work, but from an unrelated chowder-centric incident. Oh, I get it. Drop it. The chowder. Okay. Listen, we can stop talking. Can we stop talking about it? I'm still feeling pretty sensitive about the whole thing. You're talking about... I didn't say anything, Daryl. This is almost as bad as the unlimited breadsticks debacle of last summer. What's not unlimited is apparently how much shame I can feel. That's Mr. Chowder Paints to you. Okay. What about you? Do you have a minigame? Oh dear, I think I may have left my scrapbooking scissors at home on accident. Oh, this is a minigame. Yeah, this is a minigame because it changed. Oh, I found my scissors. It must have been your approach that gave me good luck, stranger. Hehe. I've been trying to get outside the home. Outside home? Doesn't have a D, right? It's outside home. Okay, anyways. It's the house, but home it doesn't have a D, because home it always implies that it's your home. I've been trying to get outside home more since I had the new baby. Nana is watching her today, so here I am, out in the world. It's a little nerve-wracking to be away from the nursery after those months, to be honest. Haha, I already miss all the new baby smells. Well, not all the smells. We all know more things come out of babies than just the sweet fragrance of their cute little heads. Well, even that stuff is a little cute, hehe. Okay, who are you? I'm Maria, it's wonderful to meet you. I was heading to the local YACA before I ran into you. I'm taking a class there today on scrapbooking, but I'm a little early. I meant to wait here in the lovely weather until their class on mom, yoga, and self-defense ends. Eat, pray, show off. Hey. Okay, do you know Pat? Do you mean my son, Pat? Oh, I'm just so proud of him. Oh, you're Pat's mother. That's adorable. You move a lot just like him. It's his birthday today, did you know? He's so funny with how he treats himself to a hotel stay every year on the day. He just loves the continental breakfast. And those free tiny soaps. I do get concerned he eats too many of those, however. Suds shouldn't be coming out of the snoot of a boy that age. Do you know about the event? Bum bum bum. The event is actually why I'm taking this class today. Ah, this is adorable. She's gonna draw something for him on his birthday. Actually, since you're one of Pat's friends, maybe you could help a mom out? You see, I'm trying to put together a family tree to bring tonight a surprise, but I don't have everyone's pictures. It's so hard for all of us to get together in one place these days. I don't think anyone would like me to use their pictures from the early 2000s. We all made some questionable wardrobe decisions back then. Since you're already going around town, would you mind snapping some pictures of the family? Any you get and bring back, I'll put in the family tree. Maybe if you get them all, something good will happen. Oh, I see you already have one there. Would you like to put it in? Here, you can have mine as well. Don't want anyone feeling lonely. Oh, so that's why you get family badges, is to bring to Maria, to Pat's mother. Okay. Let's see how much you've learned so far. Oh god, I have to remember. I'll play. I have to remember? Click and drag, come back anytime to see your collection. No! no, I have to remember. Okay, you're the mother. Here? No, not here. Alligator family. Maybe here. Here? Maybe here? Here? I need to find where the mother is. Maybe the mother is here. No. Ah, here's where the mother is. Okay. Lovely Maria, age 48, occupation church rummage sale cashier. Oh, so this is probably Pat. And this is like an older brother. And the older, or an older sister. And they have a children. Okay. You were... Oh god. You were the cousin? I forgot the definition of cousin. My brain is dumb. A cousin is the child of your aunt. So here? No. The child of your aunt. Or maybe I'm wrong about their position. I forgot if he said that he was his brother, if he was his cousin. Oh no, I don't remember. Oh no. No, it's not the grandfather. Here? It's probably somewhere distant, right? I'm just gonna keep putting anywhere, everywhere until I find it. Where do you stay? Where do you stay, my friend? Wait, I've tried everywhere, right? Is this... Where do you fit? Oh, there! Age 18, occupation annoying people. You're 18 and you already have a kid. Wait, is this family tree back? Oh, I forgot. I'm so dumb. Oh my god, everyone pretended they didn't say anything. A family tree goes up, it doesn't go down. Here's the ancestor. Here's the first one, and then it goes up. That's why I was like, where are you now? Okay, I'm dumb. So you're the youngest one. I forgot what you were. No, you were a friend. So you're not in the family tree. Yeah. Twin. Mod on age appropriate and name foreign. Moderator, okay. Yeah, so you're the friend of you're the daughter of a friend of the father. So I need to find the father. And you're just a friend, right? No. You're family, right? You're no. Oh god. I think you're just a worker, right? Oh no. Oh no, I should pay more attention to these things. Oh no. Are you a sister? No, you're not a sister, Joanny. A cousin? No. Oh no, are you here? No. So you're on this side, it's another family. Yeah. Johnny 23 Pinball Wizard. Okay. Thanks again, dear. Come back anytime. Oh, it's Pat. Hey, it's me, Pat. The alligator? The one with the hat? Hello, Pat. It's almost 10. Can you come back? Someone came over to my table and threatened me. Well, they gave me a coupon, told me to have a nice day, but that could mean anything. 1 free tomato soup, best in Alligator Town. Here's a coupon I got last week. If you come back, I'll give it to you. No questions asked. Okay, I'm on my way. Okay, Pat. Pat, you're a little paranoid. Oh my god, that animation is so good. Oh, I wear glasses. Ah, don't bop me. Oh, it's just you, my new friend. Sorry, I saw your shadow over me. I thought some kind of restaurant assassin was descending from the rafters to take me out. I know there's no rafters here, but assassins are tricky, they can improvise. Didn't you have Dare when you were in school? Oh my god, Dare. Oh my god. You know Dare? Dude, assassins really exist. Dare, for the Brazilians in chat that don't know, Dare is Proerge. Proerge is there. Anyways, at least I think that's the acronym. I was absent a lot due to my nut allergy. It was tough times for Pat at Willis Peanut Butter Factory Elementary School. Anyways, did you find out anything from my family? Well, I know they sound nice, but they might just be fluffing you up. You know, buttering your bread roll to throw you off the trail. Sorry, I've actually just been sitting here mainlining complimentary bread rolls the whole time you were gone. Maybe we should go to my hotel room. I think I will feel a little safer there, and less logging with the bread. Let's go. Okay, Pat, I'm going. Pat, how do you know I'm not the assassin? Help Pat back into his room. Help Pat with his outdated website. Help Pat remember his room code. Okay, Pat, let me just drink some water, Pat, because I've been talking a lot. Let me drink some water. Thanks for protecting me. It really helps me. It really helps to have someone walk me to my room. The wallpaper in here is a little intense. Kind of makes me feel like something's staring at me. It's me. I'm staring at you. What am I gonna do? My heart can't take 10 more hours of waiting. What's the event? What did I squill the beans on? Cheese and crackers. Pat, are you okay, Pat? Since I was so worried about getting super murdered today, I did the smart thing and got a special lock for my motel room door. Just a little something I picked up at the hardware store. I was worried I would get so nervous that I will forget the lock code, so I saved it on my website. Alligator. No, do I really have to look online? Alligator.fun. No. Is it the real website? I don't think it is. Unless it's taking a while to load. Oh, it is a real website! Oh my god! No, I need to show this. I need to show this. People. People, look at this. Life is a beach. Sorry, under construction with a bad pin. Look at this, it's the baby GIF, but it's an alligator. This is like 90s website about me. Welcome to my homepage, about me, I'm Pat. Under construction. Don't click Pat only. Is this your password? If you're not Pat, you're breaking the law. This has been reported to the computer police 91619. Oh my god, this is adorable. I even made a button you can click for it. Geez, I'm really glad that now I took all the specific button making class at my local community center. Oh, do I really have to click here? Oh my god, I didn't have to do anything, it was already here. But it's online, you can see online. 91619, yeah. Pat, I know the password, Pat. Pat, I know. Do I have to click? Do I have to click the other one? Go all the way down, go back, go all the way down. Pat. Pat, I know the password, Pat. Oh, we just have to wait. That's not a lock, Pat? You're a little parent. Oh, here we are. This is for sure your room. You can tell by the unobtrusive Pat? Lock install. Can you go to my website and grab the code so we can unlock it? That's www.alligator.fun. I really want you to go inside and see if there are any more of those free mints left. Now I know the code is 91619. Can I type 91619? You did it! Thank you so much! What? I can close it, what's going on? Help! You gotta help me! I don't even like pink! 91619. Oh my gosh! It broke through the floor, Pat! Hello? My word, this is quite the mess. Who are you, Chung? Why have you opened my door? Huh? Who am I? I'm Pat, and this is my hotel room. I installed this lock because my family is trying to rub me out. This is my door. Well, I installed a lock because my family is trying to rub me out. But if that's true, and my password is still working, is your lock code 191619? Is your lock code 191619? Oh my god. We have the same code! And our families are both trying to kill us! Oh my god. Oh my god. People, we have an emergency. Goo came out of the door. So long, stranger. Perhaps in another life we will have been total best friends. Like ships in the night, Mr. Pat. Anyways, don't tell anyone what you've seen here, or I'll come for you. Endlessly. Okay, Pat, let's go to your actual room. That sure was a string of unlikely coincidences, wasn't it? I hope that guy's room is okay. That stuff kind of smelled like... I couldn't read. Pat, you need to let me read. Okay, where is your room, Pat? Pat, this is not the same thing, Pat. Pat, look. Okay, this is my actual room. They're so similar, no wonder I mixed them. They're not similar, Pat. What are you talking about? It's 91619. Thanks, I never would have remembered that on my own. Come on in. Oh my god, pets. Whew, I'm so glad I made it inside. Is this the Moon shirt? Is this the Moon shirt? Do you and your family have plans for Christmas? I don't know if my family has plans for Christmas. If they have, I have no idea because they didn't tell me anything. Does your family have any plans for Christmas? At least I don't have any plans. I just want to play video games every day. Whew, I'm so glad we made it inside. Now I can really try to relax a little. Sorry to distract you from the investigation. I'll text you again when it gets closer to 4 PM, so don't forget to check your watch. You know, in case you get distracted doing a collection of menial tasks formatted in an enjoyable manner. Something like that. Bye for now. No, no, no buys! Pet! Can I do the family pieces? I can't. Do I have to go talk to the mother? Oh, you don't have any plan? Your family doesn't have any plans? That's fine. Oh my, you're back already! Why, hello again, dear. Did you manage to take any family photos? Or at least didn't see anything so far. That makes sense. So we are both on the same boat. We don't know anything, so we're just waiting. Okay, Pat, you're this one? No, you're the middle one. You're the middle one, okay. No, you're 24? Pat is 24. Pat doesn't... Pat, what are you doing with your life, Pat? You're 24. Pat. Come on, Pat. Thanks again, dear. Come back anytime. Pat, oh my god. This game is gonna destroy me. Okay, let's go... Oh, there's so many cities, areas. Where are we? Welcome to my beautiful city, Mayor Wibblefin. Fun facts, City Alligator New Opera City Alligator Opera presents Alligator Pagliacci. This is a joke with the clown Pagliacci, if you don't know the joke. I think me and my family will stay at home watching something, I don't know. I mean, that's a good way to enjoy vacation. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll take the opportunity to actually watch the Spider-Man movie. Not the new one, the old one. The Into the Spider-Verse. I haven't watched the movie yet. Booming bug economy, free hot dogs on Friday. Where are we? Are we in downtown? I'm gonna click downtown. Let's go downtown. Oh, this is the loading screen. Okay. Can I do something? No. Okay. So if I go here... If this is downtown, then maybe Pat was in the Fun District? Maybe it's the Fun District. I don't know. Anyways, there's a lot of places to go here. Hello. Do you have a chess piece? A piece? No? Okay. Are you talking about the animation? Yeah, the animation is adorable. I love it. Hello. Okay. I'm trying to find... Oh, there you go. More. I can go there. Oh, there you go. Oh, another one. Oh, okay. So let's see, who do we talk to first? Let's talk to the band. Let's talk to the band first. What a cute game. Oh my god, I know, Mage. Welcome back. Welcome to the Batcave, Mage. Mage, this game is so adorable, Mage. I am having a heart attack here, watching this, playing this. This is so adorable. Hello. I'm not gonna sing. I'm not gonna sing. They're singing. I'm not gonna sing. Okay. Let's just say it here. I'm not gonna sing. Hello. Hello. Okay. Everyone is singing hello. Hello. Hey. Oh my god, that's so funny. She's like, hello, hello, hello. Hey. Oh, hello. We're the Downtown Quartet and we'll sing you a song. It's not a very short one, but it also ain't long. We'll sing it in the morning and we'll sing it past noon. We've had a lot of noise complaints and we'll be gone soon. Sing, Betty, I would not sing. No. I would not. No. I refuse. I don't have a singing voice. I can't sing because of home. No. How is your vacation going so far? So far it's been going well. I've been taking the opportunity to actually sleep a little, which is something that I didn't do when I was working. So I'm sleeping. Not enough, but I'm sleeping a little. Hit the solo, Maurice. To jail. Okay, who are you? Denise. Louise. Patrice. Maurice. That's very straightforward. Do you know Pat? We're Pat's aunt and uncles. He's our darling nephew. All except for Louise, who's just part of the crew. Okay, so Denise, Patrice, and Maurice are uncles and aunts to Pat. Louise is just a friend. It's just part of the group. Okay, good to know. Because later we have to make the family tree, so it's good to remember who is who. Take it, Louis. Oh, babe, I'm not related to Pat. No, nothing like that. I'm just a guy they know that takes part in the show. Oh, dude, pull it back. Sorry. Do you know about the event? Bum, bum, bum. We can't tell you much, but we'll sing like a bird. If you can help us with our act, we'll tell you all about all that we heard. Okay, we'll help you. I'm sleeping a little bit more too. Yeah, sleeping is good. It's so good. Help the Alligator Quartet hit their solos. When the scrolling bar shows the singer's background, point the spotlight at them. Okay. Let's first warm up our vocal cords. Keep an eye on the scrolling bar at the bottom. Shine the spotlight at the singer with the matching background. When the groovy disco patterns appear, shine the spotlight at the disco ball. We'll all sing together. Okay, so you're green, you're red, you're black, you're white. Going to bed at 9 p.m., waking up at 5 a.m. Okay, I'm not being that good with sleeping. I have been sleeping at midnight and waking up at 8 a.m. Ready, gentlemen? Ready, maestro? I'll try. Whoever did this had a lot of fun. Say, that felt pretty good. What you think, fellas? Not enough Patrice. Not enough Patrice time. Patrice demands more solo time. Okay, one more time for Patrice. Hey, Happy Lizard, welcome to the Batcave. How are you doing, my dear? Hope you've been enjoying the weekend. How are you? How are you? I'm playing later Alligator. This game is so fun. It's so adorable. You. I don't know if you can hear them singing. I'm doing alright, I'm just chilling. I have to see that you're enjoying the game so far. It's a very adorable, yeah, it's such an adorable game, and the jokes are really good. They have some really good jokes here. Well, to my ears that sounded... I feel like I could have had more timbre. Timbre? Come on. It's a singing word. I'm a real singer and I'm gonna prove it. Okay, last time. Alright, everyone, give it everything you've got. Oh, I just wish the sound of them singing was a little louder, because this is really adorable. Oh, I really like that they snap like when, like, clack, when you get the pictures. Come on, man. Oh, right, sorry. You help us with our song and to improve our content. Now what we're gonna tell you is we're booked at the event. Thanks for all your help. Now we'll see you in a wink. Unless we get arrested, then please bring us from the clink. I'll help you escape from jail, don't worry, if that happens. Okay. Who do we want to talk to? There's one person in the car, there's one in the window, there's the guy selling bugs. Oh no! Yeah, there's someone selling bugs and there's someone just chilling, and there's this antique shop. Let's talk to you. Are you just sleeping? Wake up! Man, I so totally asleep right now. I love being asleep. That's actually really funny that they say that. Do you say that again? Okay, it was just one time. What do you have to discover in this game? So, in this game, you are working please no spoilers in chat, please no spoilers. But you're working as an investigator, helping a little... I thought it was a kid, but a pet apparently is 24. But you're helping an alligator to find out what is the event the family is making for him. Because he thinks his family is going to kill him. But I'm pretty sure it's just a secret birthday party, but he's super paranoid, so we're helping him. Let me talk to you, George. The breeze, the practicing quartet, what a perfect day to be an alive alligator. To be an alive alligator, this is a mistake. It's an alive, because A, it's a vowel. Sorry, English teacher, sorry. Even though it gets noisy sometimes, I love living in the city. It's so full of life and good burger joints. Ah, I'm so content. I love the city. Okay, repeat it. What about you? Bugs! Bugs for sale! More than one even, like what the sign implies. Oh, you're a game, okay. Yeah, I sell bugs here. No, not for bathing, for eating. We're alligators and we eat bugs, which is something you know because you exist here canonically. Anyway, get bug buying or goodbying, kiddo. I ain't got all day, cause I gotta sell bugs to feed my family with different bugs, which I buy with an alligator currency. Who are you? Most people call me Papoli, but my real name is Martimus Giles Jr., the third and a half. Okay. On account of my grandfather being perfectly bisected by a wheat thresher during the Great Depression. Miraculously, he survived, but his life wasn't without its problems, such as how it was hard to see him when he turned directly to the side. Gampa, where are you? We will call, but to no avail, he was already sleeping through the crack in the decorative linoleum. It's the last time we ever saw him, and also when the basement sounds start up. But look at me rambling to a youth about cellar screens and the like. Are you Pat's grandparent? Did you see Pat? That's my grandson's name. Also the name of the nurse that comes to massage the kinks out of my tail on Tuesdays. Did you mean Pat or Pat? You have to speak up. I'm hard of hearing due to a condition where I stop listening mid-sentence and think about the war. What is the lore about Papoli? I want to play the Papoli game. I want to know about the war Papoli. Tell me about the event. Event? I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I have a selective memory disorder. You see that I forget about things I don't really want to go to. I like Papoli. Okay. Perhaps you could jog this old man's memory if you help me with a favor? You see, the only photo I have left of my dear late wife Martha has also been the victim of a wheat treasure incident. I can't seem to put it together again. Oh, how I would give to see Martha's sweet smile again. Care to help this old softy gaze upon his love lost once more? Okay. Click a block to slide to the... Oh no! That kind of game! Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move you. Now the question is, what side are you in? Oh, okay. That's it, that's my Martha. Oh, lovely dear Martha, I'll always remember the sound of her sweet voice and her... Oh dear, it seems you've seen the other side now with my secret wife. Could you put this one back together too? If not for me, then from creepy old cute grandpas everywhere. Oh... Oh god, this is a harder one. Oh... Okay. Okay, this is a harder one. Oh, not correct. So this, oh, these ones are the corner. Okay, so you are further down. Okay, I was bamboozled. Looks like you're not very good at this. Shut up, game. Solve, keep sliding. No, leave me alone, game. I can do this. No, game, shut up. I can do this. Okay, and then this one we have to get to the other side. No, you stay here. And you... No, yeah, no. Come over here. Then... Okay. Then you're on here. You're here. god, it was kind of solved already by the end. Oh god, I'm so happy. See, game, I did it. I didn't need your help. Oh, Gertie, good old Gertie. It's been years since I've looked upon your sweet curly hair and your man-breaking arms. Thank you so much for your help, stranger. Thanks to you, I'm reunited with both my lost loves. Martha passed years ago, but Gertie is just in witness protection. You know, from all the man-breaking. What a firecracker, that gal. On cold days, I can still feel the phantom broken body pain she left me. Eh, event? Oh, you mean tonight's event? Well, I can tell you it's on past my bedtime. You young folk love staying up late. Me? I'm in bed by 6 nightly after a modest dinner of soft bugs pudding and 4 to 7 episodes of soft flutes on public broadcasts. Anyways, kiddo, thanks again for helping me out, or should I say helping 3 out. Heh, don't tell my grandkids. And look, here's a little something for your trouble. Oh, thank you. Heh. Okay, Grandpa. Can I still talk to you? Oh, Martha. Oh, Gertie. I know. I understand, Papoli. We all love a woman with arms strong enough to break you. It's okay. We understand, Papoli. What about you? Are you here about joining the resistance? Come to the front door, but don't let the feds tail you. The password is the only thing worth fighting for. Justice Absolute. Which is also the name of my favorite Marx Leaning ska band. Yes, her favorite. There are more than one. There are 2, as a matter of fact. Their first single was about putting a potato in the tailpipe of a crooked alligator governor when he tried to join their mail list. No GMOs. That's no governors may opt in. Who are you? I'm Mona, but you can call me by my online handle for safety, which is K-pop Angel 85. Oh my god, K-pop Angel. 안녕하세요, Mona. Well, wait a sec, I perfected this game a long while ago and I've never seen this character before. Yeah, I've seen them! This is like really adorable. K-pop Angel 85. 안녕하세요, Mona. Do you speak Korean? 한국어 말해요? What? I can have other interests beside the cause. Do you know Pat? Where did this one come from? This one is in downtown. This one is in the downtown area. On the building on the corner. Do you mean Hat Pat or do you mean Bat Pat? No, you probably mean Hat Pat. Bat Pat is my high schooler neighbor that used to pick me up for DSA meetings on Fridays until he got grounded. He'd apparently broken his 9 eyes favorite set of extremely fragile and large eye porcelain deer with something? A club? Well, it's not important. We'll spring him eventually. Yes, Dad. I mean legally. Oh my god, it's so adorable that like the father is like, legally, daughter. Yes, Dad. I mean legally. Anyway, Hat Pat is an okay dude. I barely know the guy, but he still made me a punch-proof vest to wear to protest out of Dr. Soda bottle caps. He's a stand-up alligator. Oh, alligator, okay. He maybe drinks too much soda though. Doesn't he know what the government puts in that stuff? I would tell you, but the CIA agent that watches my cell phone would probably delete my Tumblr in vengeance. That's where I keep all my pictures of day one. Oh, you're Korean? You're Korean, bae? Okay. Do you know about the event? Which? I have 4 events to go this week alone. Like tomorrow, it's Minestrone Monday at the soup. Wait, like tomorrow, it's Minestrone Monday at the soup kitchen. Then it's on to Taco Tuesday at the women's shelter. Wednesday doesn't have a funny name, but everyone does get those cupcakes with the white squiggle as an extra at the Alligator Food Bank. If you're talking about tonight though, you might as well go act like a cop somewhere else, Officer Pinstripes. I don't rat out my comrades. My mind is balled up so tight the Count of Monte Cristo has spent years trying to escape from me, whilst plotting his vengeance against those who wronged him. Have you ever read The Count of Monte Cristo? This is a reference and a half. Have you ever read The Count of Monte Cristo or seen the movie? Jesus, this is a big reference. We just finished reading that book in my Tuesday literature class. Pretty baller, to be honest. I love Revenge on breakfast. This is funny because a lot of people read. Let's talk about literature for a second. A lot of people read The Count of Monte Cristo or watch the movie, and they remember only the part about revenge, which is the movie. The Count of Monte Cristo, the movie, focused on the part of the book that is about the revenge, that he wants vengeance. But that's not the whole book. After doing the revenge, he notices how he went too far, and he like, the moral of the book is that revenge is not good, because by going out after the people that hurt him, he hurt other people that were around. So then he spends the rest of the book trying to make amends for what he did. So yeah, anyways, literature time over. We're not nerds, let's go back to the game. Listen, I'm not trying to give you a crud about Pat or something, I'm just a little stressed out. Not to go all first world probs on you, Bobs, but I have a zine due to be scanned by tomorrow afternoon. If I miss this deadline, it won't get printed in time for the Indie Comics annual People with Bangs convention this weekend. Do you know how long it takes to staple a stack of these zines? At least 2 full episodes listening to Gator Crater, a true crime podcast about world's most blown up alligators. Yes, Dad, I also have Algebra 2 homework. If you could help me put some of these pictures together, maybe I could give you the straight dope about that dope. So are you ready to join the resistance? Yes, I'll help you. Mona Zine needs to cover 3 topics evenly. Choose a clip to add to the zine, then click the page to glue it in place. Be careful, some clips cover 2 topics at once. What do you mean? So check your pinstripes. I've already done all the hard zine work, like picking the clips and cutting everything with semi-straight lines. I need to pick a good selection and glue them in place. Sadly, ever since the stickening of 2017, I'm not allowed to use glue myself, or glue sticks, or rubber cement, or large stickers, or small stickers. So you're going to have to be the heroes that sticks the pics. This zine encompasses, of course, the 3 most important, most zine-y things possible. I talk about social issues, indie comics, and K-pop, obviously. These 3 topics go together like peanut butter jelly, and the third comparable things that escapes me in the moment. But that doesn't mean we can lean into any more than the other. My zine has to be balanced, or people will think I'm biased. That means no page space for any one thing more than the other. So are we gonna do Sudoku with the pictures? So pick up a pic and then get ready to stick. Careful though, I have a limited selection of content and glue is forever. Just ask my hamster. Ripping Valhalla, Guppy the 3rd, 2015 to 2017. When you're done, we'll ask the editor if it's ready to scan, so get pacing. The cover is really important, it has to portray the essence of what's on the inside. It's sort of like choosing what ironically harmlessly t-shirt to sport at Rosh Hashanah that will really unsettle your extended family. Mondo, Anime Comic Zine. Let's check this one. Eat it, Woodle Thin! This will get him cancelled for sure. Don't forget to balance the topics. I wouldn't want anyone to accuse me of political bias or standing bias. To black and white. I get it, I think I get it. Together forever. So you don't want the K-pop because I already used it, so I want to use the other one. Lol, I'm going to send this one to everyone I know. Can I read? Hey kid, wanna see something? Okay. Mother... I don't get the joke, but okay. And some people I don't. If you type random numbers into your phone, they have to go somewhere, right? Do you really want someone who eats a sad lunch for another term in office? To be honest, this one kinda mondo bums me out. I didn't win the Zine Award last year's con, but I did place third in Cool Bangs. Oh, I didn't want to click that one. This one is a real exclusive. I can't believe we got it. Glass inside page is a hard hitter. You have to really live in wanting more. Like, really actually more. Like, maybe they'll give you a couple more bucks to pick up a few of their comrades. For their comrades. Stay golden, Luis. I'll get this one. This one really taps into the deep well of the soul. I can't read because it's too small. No, it's too small for me, I can't read it. We're almost there, just paste on the back cover and we'll be done. I haven't done enough K-pop. I know this is just a comic, but this is sort of what I imagine their life is really like. Like I sit there and I imagine it. Every day. Every day. You're all done? Hand it over. Oh, that's adorable. Yes, this is perfect. Let's show it to the editor for approval. Oh, the father. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Looks like we're all set to scan and send to the printers. That is the editor. Okay, that's adorable. Each page is balanced and checked and earning my respect copyright. That's a pretty rad tagline. If I had a public access channel talk show, which is 100% in the cards by the way if I keep up B+ second term, that would definitely be my sassy catchphrase. Anyways, the event is a gross allocation of funds if you want my opinion. And did you know helium is a finite resource? Seriously, Ali, Google it. Also, before we continue, I know this is the birthday party helium for the balloons. Can I just say about the detail of the... Look at this. You see the reflection? The reflection is not just go inside the cup, it actually morphs because the cup is not straight, it has a different shape. It has the indentations, like that's insane amount of work and detail. Every balloon at the shindig is basically a big hack off to the folks that really need it. Like scientists and clowns that are down on their luck but have hopeful hearts. I'll see you there tonight, comrade. Bring your favorite safety pin covered jean vest for righteous popping. Okay, Mona. Bye-bye, Mona. Thank you. Okay, we still have the shop, yeah. Let's check the shop. Let me drink some water while it's loading. Okay. So we can go to the back. Before I do that, I need to check for, yeah. And check for secrets. I hope everyone is enjoying this game. I'm loving this game. It's really adorable. Like, it's already on my list of favorite games. Let's talk to you first. You're late. I've been waiting here for an hour. What do you mean you do not work here? Well, it's not as if you can fault me for thinking so with what the drab wardrobe and pathetic sunken eyes. Everything here has the clear stink of death upon it. Oh, except for me, of course. I'm merely a poor woman in deep mourning, not at all involved in mysterious circumstances the police cannot explain. Who are you? I'm merely a lonely widow left behind for the great beyond by my beloved late husband Horace. Oh, Horace, always such a wonderful wisp of a man. Even in his most poisoned, he forever remained regal, kind, and absurdly wealthy. Now in his absence, I find myself trying to take comfort in the metaphysical arts. If only I could hear his sweet stained voice once more. Do you know Pat? Pat? You mean the one with the ridiculous hat? Yes, I am aware of him. A terrible stain on the bloodline, that poorly fellow. Created all sorts of nonsensical cousins for myself and my dear children. Once removed, at the very least, those of little comfort to me. Especially when I see someone like Patrick vault over a coffee table at the holidays. He thought he saw the Spider's Man or whatever nonsense. Do you know about the event? Oh, I can't even imagine attending the event and chaperone it. If only my poor dear husband had been less poisoned, I wouldn't have to suffer such horrific indignities. Will no one think of me and my feelings? Okay, lady. Did you poison him? Your questions grow tiresome. Don't you see you're riling up the vapors? What are you, the leading detective investigating the mysterious circumstances around my late husband's untimely demise? How dare you? I've had no rest for the past week. Whenever I close my eyes, I'm visited by Horace's spectre reaching out to me. Perhaps trying to send me information about some secret treasure he wants me to inherit on top of the rest of his vast estate. Will nothing stop his ceaseless haunting? If you could only find in your heart to help this poor widow, I can give you the information you seek. Just use the spirit board to contact Horace and please find out what my dear late husband wants. Or what kind of evidence he has. Lady, we know what you did, okay? We know what you did last summer. Follow the ghost through the eye of the planchette. He could get tricky. The faster you move, the more suspicious the widow gets. Magical insight into the dearly departed? I have my suspicions. Prove to me you contact my beloved late husband or I shall out you as a charlatan to the entire mean ladies' bridge club. Where's the ghost? It does seem like my Horace. Perhaps it really could be him. Oh, I wish he was actually spelling something. Don't forget to say goodbye. You need to say goodbye to the girls, otherwise you're gonna die. I'm trying, lady, to find your husband. Give me a second. Lady, I'm trying to find your husband. Give me 1 second. What? I lost him. I was looking in chat. Oh no. Where's the ghost? I'm trying, lady. I don't know where he is. He was around here, right? And I heard the woo. That was so fast. I don't know. Just let it restart. Ha! I knew you could not contact the dead. If only I could award 0 stars for this cruel and needless supernatural chicanery. Chicanery? I don't know how to say that. Oh no! Time passes! Oh no! No! For the time, I will try. Match me inside. Yeah, lady. Lady. I was trying to find your husband. You're the one that is not patient. Oh yeah, he was below, right? Okay, and the second time he was down here, right? I have no idea where he is. Like, this is the same thing as before, right? And he's... Move slowly, Betty, move slowly. I'm trying, people, but it's hard to move slowly in the stable. Can I please have an indication of where the ghost is? Thank you. It's under her picture. Okay, we need to find it. I didn't know under her picture counted. I'm trying. I'm trying. I hope I'm not losing. I'm probably losing something. I probably need to do like not get any mistake, you know. That sucks. That already kind of makes me feel bad. I hate making mistakes in games like that, with time limits. Where is he? Sir, you were there for like a second. Where are you? I'm going slow, don't worry, I'm going slow. I'm trying. He went up, right? This guy's so annoying. Oh! Finally, oh my god! Could contact with the astral be possible? Tell us more, Oris. Like, say, if you know the circumstances around your own death? Oh my god. Please tell me this is the end. I'm trying, Lida, I'm trying. I'm trying. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, I see you. Okay. Let me. Okay. Oh, I lost you. I was too slow. Let me. I was moving my hand a little bit because I don't want to make big movements because of the suspicion meter. Give me a second, lady, I'm gonna find it. I know you killed your own husband, but please, let me find the ghost first. Very slow, no suspicion. We are... Oh! No! Come back here! Man, I just want to finish the minigame. Come on, come over here. Oh. Oh my god, finally, okay. Thanks God. I didn't like that one because I got it wrong the first time and I didn't know it lost time. It is almost too much to be believed. Indeed, my very foundations are ruffled. He loves me. My Horace said he loves me even in his afterlife. What a prince among ghosts, what a special spectre my Horace is, and so gullible. Thank you, dearie. You've given an old widow a reason to smile again. And also an airtight alibi. Oh, I must go tell the children at once. And also hide some sensitive items in the toilet, perhaps. I simply don't have any more time to discuss the event with you today. Farewell, my medium. Okay, so we talked to her. Let's try you. I used to be a porcelain doll, but I came to life because of the magic of this shop. At least that's what I tell my ex-wife, so I can come sit here all day. I've got a good butt groove going in this shelf. What am I doing up here? I don't know, what are you doing down there? Checkmate. I mean, you're not wrong. I can't believe the magic of this shop and the belief in the hearts of children everywhere brought me to life and made me a real boy. A real 44-year-old boy with high cholesterol and everything. Oh my god, this game. Okay, what about you? Nana. Welcome to Nana Roo's, where if there is ooze on your shoes, it's just cause of the booze. It's haunted as all get out in here, sweetheart, so mind the ectoplasm. My pen, not for sale, $13,799. $90, cash only. Okay, so you interested in buying some antiques from me today, Dollface? We just got in a huge new shipment of designer grandma plates never meant to be eaten on, as well as a bunch of confusing teddy bears from the 70s with realistic plastic faces. I can get you a real deal on one of those if that's your fancy. Is that your fancy? I know you kids are into weird stuff these days. Yes, sir, see you over there. I'll be with you in a minute. Who are you? Well, Sugar Pie, as the sign may have alerted you, I'm the one and only Nana Rui herself. Purveyor of only the finest antique goods and the finest antique store owners. Hahaha, come on honey, tell me I'm looking good for my age. Alice, stop harassing the customers. Do you know Pat? My sweet, sweet Patrick, he's my absolute shortest grandson. Why, it feels like only yesterday. He would run about the shop squealing about ghosts trying to eat his kidneys and hiding humorously oversized vases. As you can probably tell by my expression, that actually was yesterday. That boy might not be playing with a full deck. You, hey you, be careful with that vase, it's expensive. Do you know about the event? So Pat's inviting his little friends to the event. Isn't that cute? He's such a darling, that boy. I'll be closing the shop early to get over there on time tonight. Gotta string all the girls out my week before the shindig, you know? Those things tend to hitch a ride. Yes, sir, I see you waiting there. I'll be with you in a minute. Also, I really hope the game doesn't expect you to do all the missions perfectly. And it has a margin of error that you can, like, retry before having the event. I hope it does. If it doesn't, I feel it's not a good design choice. But let's continue. Sorry, Pumpkin, looks like I have to stop yapping about the event and take care of a customer. Unless you defeat me at a round of cards. What do you say, sweetheart? Think you can out-old the old maid? Sure, I'll play. On your turn, click to take one of Nana Ru's cards, then she'll take one from you. Any matching pairs will be removed. The player left holding the old maid loses. House rules. The younger player goes first. I have a feeling you have a good pick this time. Oh my god, that was good. You're not pulling the wool over my eyes, are you? You might not know it, but this is my lucky picking flipper. That's a pair for me. Go take your pick. Wait, you have more cards. I just realized that. This one. That's some luck you got there. I have a good feeling about this pick. The universe want me to make a pair. Go on, take your pick. Well, look who's got the lucky fingers today. What's the sense of dread? Is it old age or the old maid? Sometimes it feels like the Paris wants to find me. Well, how about that? You won! That was fast. I don't know what happened, but okay. How did I win? Ah, okay. Well, my stars and garters, you really beat me fair and square. I'm getting so many family people and trying to remember all of them. You know, if you see my older sister Constance around, you should try to coerce her into playing around with a doll like you. I think she'll get a real kick out of it. Just don't stare at her cards. She gets a little feisty about that. So about the event, make sure you get there at 8 sharp. If you get too dawdling, you might miss the big surprise. 8 sharp. I'm sure to knock Pat's sock off. Wait, does he wear socks? Is he one of the shoe-wearing alligators or the non-shoe alligators? Well, something you get knocked off the boy. We'll make sure of it. No! No, I'm still here. Okay, it's unknown. Buongiorno, City Paul here. It's buongiorno, no buono. Did you say... No, did you know that's how they say hello in Italy? At least that's what he said on the back of my Reese's box today. See. There's lots of different alligators from all over the world here in Alligator, New York City. That's why they call it a melting pot. Not because of that strange smell the sidewalk gives off in hot weather as I originally thought. If you want to meet any interesting people during your stay, maybe you should start on the trolley since everyone uses it. You never know who you might strike up a conversation with there, or who might throw a bag of hair at you and then run away. That's a big city for you, full of surprises. Okay, we still have time to... Let's go to the back. Check around. No, I see. I see, give me 1 second. Okay, I don't see anything else. Okay, what is this? Excuse me, stranger, can I trouble you for just a moment? You see, I need to seal the deal on a big sale. I'm talking huge. A 10-foot tall coat rack for exceptionally affluent and tall alligators. Can you keep an eye on my granddaughter napping and let me know if she's getting fussy? Angel Face is a very good girl, so I don't anticipate you having any weird problems or strange happenings at all. None! Just keep your peepers on this monitor and play her a little music if she starts to wake up, or throw on her nightlight. Yada yada, you get it. Watch a totally normal baby is the name of the mission. Don't let ghosts possess? What? Don't let ghosts possess us, baby. Target ghosts by highlighting them with the ghost finder on the right. Damage ghosts by using the monitor functions or with the brightest light. I don't get this. Oh. Oh, I get it, I think. Orange. Okay. Oh god, I took too long to get that. Wait! Okay, that one didn't have anything. Oh, it's you, click on... Oh god. No, that was hard! Because I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, I'll try. Oh, another one that is lost. But anyway, it's intuitive. I just took so long to realize what I had to do with the blue one. I have to actually click on them. There we go, now I get it, how it works. It's a shame I lost some time, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Baby safe. Hey, I got an achievement called Love That Baby. Oh, it's a reference to dinosaurs. I'm the baby, you gotta love me. Yeah. I'm back. Ah, look at that. Sleeping like the tiniest, babiest, baby tiny angel. Sorry to task you with such a bore, but I do appreciate you helping an old gal out. Tell you what, any items with water, fire, or bee-related damage are 10% off, just for you. Don't say Nana never did nothing for ya, kiddo. Okay. I'll go outside. I think I did everything. Can I talk to you? Oh, I can talk to you. And just click when you... There you go. Hey! Hey, look at me! Do you want to hear my poem? It's called Shiny Tiny Miny Little Thing. Here it is. Shiny Tiny Mini Little Thing. What are you? Then it said, I'm a shiny tiny mini little thing. Did you like it? I wrote it. It's a little kid. She doesn't know how to speak correctly. I wrote it in my head. Cause I can't write on papers yet. Except for my name. And except for but. Papa didn't like it when I write it on grandma. Who are you? I'm Alice and I'm 4 years old. I'm gonna eat the whole world and when I get older I'm gonna be an ice cream truck king. Do you want to smell what's in my pocket? This is exactly how a kid talks. Just saying, this is exactly how a kid talks. Do you know Pat? Pat? Pet. Pet's my cousin. I brought him gummy worms and he ate it. But then, I showed him it was real worms and I found under the bird bath in the backyard. Pat doesn't come to babysit me anymore. Do you know about the event? Secret! I'm not opposed to tell nobody about it. Papa said if I did, Grandma would be real mad, even more mad than when... Then. She makes very small mistakes, so if you're learning English, don't use her dialogue. It's not supposed to be Dan, it's supposed to be Dan, like T-H-A-N. Even more mad than when I write butt on her butt. Can you help me with my snack? Maybe if you did, then it will be okay. I want to eat all the pancakes, but only if they're on my special plate. I don't like to eat pancakes that's not on my special plate, because it doesn't taste as pancakey, you know how it is? Don't put the smaller one. Oh, this is the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. I know this. Yeah, I know this puzzle, the Tower of Hanoi. So I need to do it in the smallest amount of things. Okay. The plate with the A on it, that's my special plate. If I'm gonna eat all those pancakes, I want them stacked perfectly on my special plate. Stack them carefully. A big one can't go on a little one, you ready? This is the Tower of Hanoi puzzle. Yeah, this one is an easy one. I used to do this a lot. Yay! Wait, what's the sound? Oh my gosh, the train is in the station. That was a good first course. Oh, it's gonna get harder. Okay. With 6 pieces. Oh no! No! Why would you do that? Stop! I don't want to waste time. It's gonna be a harder one later, yes. It's gonna be a third one. Delicious! Wait, does the train sound kind of funny though? Round 3. Okay, so this is a harder one. No! Stop doing that! Go back here. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. There we go. She's full. I eat a lot of pancakes. I feel stomach achy but accomplished. Maybe I'm gonna lay here for a while. There's gonna be a cake at the thingy tonight and I wanna eat it too, so I gotta regain my cake stamina. Thanks for help. I'm gonna go sleep beeps now. Okay, bye-bye, Alice. I'm glad that I clicked on her pet. Hey, it's me again, Pet! It's almost 4 and I could really use your help. Do you know anything about shoes? And the wearing of them therein? A couple things. Perfect, could you meet me at my hotel room? Okay. Just make sure you aren't followed by any shifty characters or college-age canvassiers in cargo shorts. I already gave all my dollar bills to that guy pretending to be a statue outside 4th Street. I am on my way. Okay. I think the loading screen is just to see those people. I don't think you can interact. Oh, new people. Good evening to you, fellow traveler. Have you come to imbibe some ales after your long journey as well? Garçon, fetch us your finest novelty wine based on a popular sci-fi television show. Nice suit. I like dabbling a little bit of cosplay myself. Why, just last year at Alligator Comic Con, I dressed as a character of my own creation, Delirious, Great Wizard of the North. My brother Mikey helping me put it together. Oh, you're Mikey's brother, okay. Though he did get it a bit slimy. I'm gonna say who are you, but I know who he is. He's Mikey's brother. Oh, did I accidentally click Pat? Okay. Pat is my second cousin, as well as my second favorite person to play Dungeons & Dragons with. The first being my internet friend Carl, whose dad got rich by coin mining. No, please. Pat's a bard, so you know. Pretty party useless. Great singing voice though, he can really wail on the juicy harp. And who are you? I'm Gary. No one's the terror of the East Side in most Magic's the Happening card. Magic the Gathering. Magic's the Happening card game circles. On campus, I know as the terror of the AP Biolab or the one with a haircut. Oh my god. Do you know about the event? Yeah, it's a party. What? Am I not supposed to say that? Huh? You're leaving already? Well, safe travels, my fellow traverser of the moral plane. Perhaps we'll meet again in another realm. Or on an internet forum for role-playing. Okay, bye-bye. Hey, bub. Hello, esteemed guest. Mr. Pat asked me to inform you to come straight to his room upon arrival. He also asked me to warn you to knock first in case that he was wearing pants. But not to say the second part out loud. Kindly forgot what I just said and come with me. I'll walk you to Mr. Pat's room at once. If you would be so kind as to click and drag along this hallway, we should arrive shortly. Okay. Oh my god, I can make them walk. Oh my, how embarrassing. Please don't tell the internet we've had a biohazardous incident. Again. I know, right? Thank you for your patience, esteemed guest. We've now arrived. Mr. Pass is expecting you. Please just knock in case he's... Have a jolly of a day. Welcome back. I was just trying on some Nothing. I wasn't doing anything, actually. So, have you talked to more of my family? Found out any secret plans? You think they're throwing me a... No, you're totally wrong about that. I would definitely know if they were doing that. Plus, it sounds a little far-fetched, don't you think? You can't pull one over on old Pat on his birthday, that's what I always said. Well, I say it sometimes, like once a year. No way, they're definitely putting together a systematic plan to end my moderate to small life. But I appreciate you putting the thought in. Maybe if you talk to a few more people, you'll find out something we can really use. In the meantime though, I actually call you back here because I needed your help. You see, I'm having a problem. A shoe-related problem. I don't usually wear them, but I figure if I did tonight, maybe I will have better luck hot-footing out of the event to safety if I... Wait. You will have better luck hot-footing it out of the event to safety if I need to. The issue isn't my usual shoeless, paintless nature, but drawers where I actually keep all my things. Last week, my Nana Rue gifted me an antique armoire from her shop as an early birthday present. It's big, spacious, practical, and so super haunted that it's leaving a weird stain on the parquet flooring just by existing. I haven't been able to find any of my shoes, and whenever I open a drawer, weird stuff happens. Here, why don't you see for yourself? I'll play. Find a pair of Pat's favorite shoes by clicking on those suspicious drawers. Be careful, if Pat gets too scared, he'll give up on shoes forever. After each round, the contents of the drawers will shuffle around. Spooky. Oh no. Help me find my shoes, please. Hey, a shoe, let's find the other. Hey, a shoe, let's find the other. Okay, so they don't change, okay. Hey, a shoe, let's... okay. Red sandal. Hey, shoe, let's find the other. Okay. Hey, a shoe, let's find the other. Here. Great, we made a pair. Oh, round 2, okay. Oh, that's super cool and creepy. Okay, here's the sandals. I feel like you could just fail by sheer bad luck. Oh, here's the sandals. Great, we made a pair. Let's try with the bottom first. Also, I'm paying attention. I noticed that my character's legs also move when we see creepy stuff because my character is also being like spooked. Oh no. Please let me find the shoes. Can I please have the shoes? Jesus. I'm being so unlucky. No. Jesus Christ. That gave me anxiety. My shoes! I can't believe it, you found all 3 pairs of shoes that I own. Every shoe kind is represented here. Brown, sneaky, and tropical. You know, looking at them now is kind of giving me performance anxiety actually. Maybe I should just go barrel flipper like I usually do. Sorry, I'm just so nervous, I'm not thinking straight. I'm sorry I made you come back here for nothing, but I really appreciate that you did. I'm so glad we met today, you're the best pal I've had in a long time. I'm getting all mushy, you get back out there and dig up more dirt and I'll text you before the event. See you later, investigator. This game is so good. Oh boy, company, give me a moment, it's going to take some time to rouse my polite small talk face. I'm just enjoying 2 or 8 cups of coffee here at the bar. Bub tries to stop filling my mug after 4, but I know his weakness is strangulation. Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee, or before noon, or at night, or on weekends, and weekdays. Essentially, don't talk to me. Hey bub. Welcome to John Johnny's. Would you like to hear today's specials? May I sit you by the open window? I'm told this is a cozy table with a full body aroma of coral exhaust, runoff, and ancient pea. Okay, let's just go back outside. We have to talk with Maria. Let me just check something changed, no? You're not muscling in all my flower-staring territory, are you? I haven't been standing up here getting a 50-degree sunburn just for from fresh-facing mechanical body to moving all my looking lowy. The dialogue changes, I like this. Why don't you go stare at another sign else? Sign someplace else. I hear there's one downtown with a pretty shapely ampersand on it. Yeah, the ampersand is pretty nice. Rose embellishment, carved oak, if I'm not mistaken. Huh? No, baby, I didn't mean it. You're the only chisel floral placard from me. What did you feel, man? Ain't nobody can follow these ferocious fingers. Okay, let's go talk to Maria. Oh my, you're back already. Why, hello again, dear. Did you manage to take any family photos? Let's see if I remember. I'll play. You're all your aunts. Uncles and aunts. So his brothers and sisters. My brain kinda mushy. Oh, here. Maurice, Tanner. Okay, where is Denise? Denise? This is kind of hard to find the family, but okay. Denise, where do you fit? I know your family. Where do you fit? My brain doesn't work, people. I'm not smart. I know you probably fit somewhere here. Right, you fit somewhere here. No? Huh. I'll get there in a second. You're the youngest one, so maybe... Here? You're the youngest... Oh, sorry. You're the baby, so... Huh. I know the grandfather probably is this one, right? No? I have him bamboozle. Oh, here. Bug acquisition sale. So you're here. What about you? Are you here? And you're not the oldest one. Here. Since I prevail fine antiquities. Oh god, let me see if I remember. Oh god. You're from the other side of the family. Yeah, here. The Black Widow. Are you wearing a wire? Then the husband that died. Dead. Occupation deading. Then you have the family here, right? You have the father reading the newspaper, being somewhat aloof, and then you have Mona, the daughter. Mona the Sniper, 13, Vuvuzela Honker, a local townhouse. I know Louis is outside. He's not part of the family, he's just a friend. Oh, he's... Oh! Okay, he's her father. Okay. Then Denise, what do I do with you, Denise? Oh wait, you're the granddaughter. So you go. No, you're the dog. Doesn't it go here? Black hair. No, it's a different. Here, okay. Diamond Alice, 4 fingers, literal child is the occupation. Then you, I forgot what you were for the family. You're not a brother. No. Are you cousin? Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes, your Mikey's brother. I forgot about that. Your Mikey's brother. Conspiracy theory YouTuber. Ah. Then you have the aunts and uncles. Wait, are you Denise's kid? No. This part is the part where it gets confusing. Oh, family tree doesn't need to connect. Okay. So they're husband and wife. And you, baby. You're probably the youngest one here, right? No. See, go back here. Here, 14 months, occupation eating, soft foods and soft non-foods. Yeah, that's a lot of progress. Thanks again, dear. Come back again anytime. Now what we're gonna do, let me open this. We're gonna do a quick 5-minute break so, you know, we can go to the bathroom and everything. And then we'll be right back with more later alligator. So yeah, be right back, people. 5 minutes. And we're back with the game. I hope everyone had enough time to go to the bathroom and, you know, take a quick break, drink some water. My cat is here with me, so if I need to stop for a moment, it's because my cat is harassing me and wants to go out. But right now, she's just behind me on the bed, taking a bath. So yeah, let's go back to the game. So let's go to the next place. We have been downtown. Let's go to the fun district. Let's go like from right to left. Let's go to fun district. Huh? Oh, the fun district is where we are. So let's go to the unsavory part of town. Oh my god, lady, you know how to do tricks with your hands. Did you see? Did you see her tricks with the cards? No. Hey buddy, your old guy here. I just want to warn you, in a city so big, there are bound to be parts of town that are a little seedy. I'm talking seedy tough guys. Seedy tough guys who eat the seeds of things without spitting them out onto a napkin politely. So just be careful. Don't go clicking around in back alleys or anything. You never know what you might find. Oh, you can go to the white alley. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna... This is actually really adorable. Okay, let's check around. More stuff. I have seen you on the trailer. I remember you from the trailer. Very adult bar is the name. But is it adult, really? Let's talk to you first. Hey, what are you looking at? Are you trying to listen to our exceedingly private rooftop conversation? Beat it, creep. We're not even talking about anything interesting. Move on. Definitely nothing interesting, just extremely boring things. Yeah, in fact, we're not even talking, we're just sitting up here in silence. Our mouths are only moving to aerate our gums. Yeah, we just care a lot about oral hygiene, so buzz off. Sure. We're definitely not talking about the juicy details of Slashy Here's hilarious, disastrous love life, so beat it. Yeah. He's a good guy, he's just not so good at the romance thing, you see? Eric! First date at a sporting goods store. I needed sneakers. And he was running half an hour late. Because I didn't have the sneakers. Still, she had an okay time. She ate his phone in front of him, so she was sure he didn't have her number. Also, can I talk to the person? Because I see that sometimes someone comes running. Can I click on them? I'm gonna wait. There's one person that show up sometimes, and he just comes running. I wanna see if I can click on them, like you can click on Alice in the star. Yeah, that. No, okay. Do you have more dialogue? Scram! Vamos! Okay, that's the end, okay. What about you? How? Hey, you got a light? No, not for my cigarette, I mean in general. It's kinda dark out here and I've got a spooky ghost allergy. You ain't seen any, right? I have seen a lot of ghosts actually. If you wanna get in the bar bub, you're gonna have to cuff up an ID. Or anything really, cuffing up stuff is generally an adult thing. Getting older isn't glamorous. Coughing your lung or something, yeah, I get it. The other night I cuffed up something that was shaped just like the state of Arizona. I tried to show Slasher, but he wouldn't even look. Guess that's gross, Raul. Quit smoking, you dingus. Yeah, quit smoking, stupid. Also, my cat wants to go outside. I knew she was gonna do that. Okay, we're back, and I hope everyone is enjoying this game. I hope everyone is enjoying this game as much as I am. I know I'm going through it very fast, but this is just the speed that I normally play games. I hope everyone is enjoying it. They've had the Grand Canyon on it. Okay, do you have more dialogue, sir? I tried to snort, but the sound didn't come out. I say, you there, vagrant. Brother, I don't think they're a vagrant. They've got a suit on. Perhaps a hobo king? Huh, you may be right, sister. You there, hobo king, come here a moment. Honestly, brother, what are we even doing in this filthy part of town? Even breathing the air outside this city watering hole is making my scales lose their highly regarded luster. I agree, sister, but you know as well as I that we had to find an unbiased ballhead for our beneficiary, so anyone at the state was out. Besides, you know how weary I grow of literally everyone we know in the whole world. Are you the son and daughter, the children of the Black Widow? Shall we talk to the stranger with the briefcase then? Yes, as long as it's not someone that gives me the dreadful horror of being known. Who are you? Brother, this nobody doesn't seem to be aware of who we are. Indeed, sister. Perhaps with a pinstripe style, they spent the last 30 or so years locked in a storage closet with their fingers in their ears, and their other fingers in their eyes, and fingers yet still in their nose. Obviously, since I released that perfume this year. Obviously. I'm Princess Valentino, heir to the Valentino fortune. And this is my brother, Prince Valentino. He's also the heir, since we're twins. I'm the evil twin. They couldn't test for that gene, and you know it, Prince. Okay, do you know Pat? Pat? Why, he's our second cousin. That's like a cousin, but thankfully a little more removed from your gene pool. The amount of DNA shared between us is blessedly on the shallow side, much like your personality, sister. Oh ho ho, Prince, you're such a cut-up. Much like how I cut up your invitation to the Met Gala this year and fed it to the cat. What? But the theme this year was the Monopoly mascot, and you know Mittens the Third is on a strict diet for her failing kidneys. Okay, do you know about the event? Well, no, you're going to have to be more specific. I attend a lot of events, you know? Balls, galas, exhibitions, Prince's unfortunate performance art shows. If you were speaking of the last week when I walked the runway for Gil's Fashion Fishery rubber pants for moist alligators, I'll have you know I got a write-up in a magazine spread for highlights for children. Anyway, if you're talking about tonight, we have no qualms spilling the whole secret to you. That is, if only you would do us the smallest of favors. Okay, what's the favor? You see, our beloved daddy passed away just recently from poison-related complications. Okay, so you're the children from the Black Widow. I was right. So, you see, our beloved daddy passed away just recently from poison-related complications. You know, the natural way. We're splitting up our shared inheritance, but we could really use a mediator. And someone to protect my beautiful face from dear sister's punches. It's true, I punched super duper hard. If only we had some help dividing up Daddy's precious possessions, I'm sure we could tell you the information you seek. So will you help us, or do you have Hobo King duties to attend to? I'll help. I'm curious actually. Use the checklist to assign an item to each of the Valentino twins. You can't leave it until both twins are happy, so pay attention to the indication bar. Okay. Well, let's get on with this. Daddy is not getting any more alive. I'm already bored. You get the armor. Shiny, damaged and empty. Well, it won't be totally out of place with me, I suppose. Okay, maybe the sister. This would be smashing with great-grandmother's claymore, literally. Okay. Do you want to get the mink? Oh, cozy, just the kind of thing I like. Warm, made through the suffering of another. You two are weird. Oh, I see the bar up there. I didn't even see it. Like, there's a bar showing the happiness, and then you have the objects showing up. A hat. I feel like the blade will go for you. Great-grandmother's claymores rightful places with me in my penthouse. Yeah, because you have the armor. Or possibly my ex-boyfriend Blake, the house music DJ. Okay. The sports car might go to the brother. Pass. I'm already the fastest guy in Alligator, New York City if you check my online dating profile reviews. Okay, so for her. Well, my several phones could use a car. Okay, you two are too spoiled. I love them. They're really fun. It's fun. Like every alligator in this game has so much personality, even the ones that are just on the street. So I can give to any of them. Any of them is happy. So this is like a thing that is like. I think this one is like a neutral one. A parrot. Do you want the parrot? This creature is vile. All it does is yell about sports things and say, "Help, help, I'm being poisoned." But that does make me wistful about dear daddy. Did you kill your father with the help of your mother? Bernard, I spent hours training him to eat $50 bills in front of our governess as she cried. Sweet childhood memories. You're too evil. What about the sports car? Of course, I'll get one of those. What do you call them? Car butters? Chauffeur. Chauffeur. Okay, so he does get happier. He doesn't want this. Mother is rather into this type of things as well. You might say ironic mysticism runs in the family like bloodlust or beautiful knees. Okay. Ashes. The first urn we put Daddy in melted, but luckily this one is from the funeral home's new poison-proof collection. Papi. Money. Daddy always did like to show off our wealth. Money sacks, diamond throwing parties, PJs made of 2 parts endangered tiger, 1 part Great Barrier Reef. Daddy knew how to live. They were all horrible. Do you want to get the painting? This will look great delicately behind me for my upcoming photo on the cover of Vanity Fair fashion magazine for mean lady alligators. You get the photo? Well, it's a conversation piece, I suppose. Okay, you don't want the photo. You? A signed photo of the president? To be rather straight with you, I didn't vote for him or that girl Chen. So that makes you less happy. That balances it out. Do you want the vinyl? These seem rather large for my multiple Blu-ray players. Yes, I have more than one. I have 2 eyes, don't I? What about you? These are mostly compilations of Halloween sound effects and screens, so yes, please give it to me. Oh, get the wine. A fine vintage from the year I was born. Daddy was saving it for when I became an admirable member of society. Good thing he died and I can just take it. Jesus, man. Okay. Hat. Rather gosh, don't you think? Eyeballs are so last season, which is why I'm having mine removed next month. Okay, we got it, I guess. I guess it's just dividing and seeing the dialogue. I think this one is just for the dialogue. That's all of Daddy's things, and I feel quite pleased with my haul. And me as well. Why, I'm in such a good mood I'm almost feeling feelings again. Seriously, brother, how pedestrian. I know, please don't tell any of the servants. They'll start asking me for silver dollars or whatever they eat these days. I guess we should thank you, Pinstripes, and tell you what you want to know about the event. We won't. Your reward is our smiling snoots. Now get out of our car before we ring the police. Oh ho 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 ho. Oh ho 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 ho. Jerks! I can't wait to frighten small children away with my new disturbing hat. Daddy will have wanted that way. Okay, let's go check with the this one. Hey man, you got any change or novelty tie-dye apparel? Wow, Star Child, I can like feel your energy from over here. I would say it's what's harshing my whole thing right now. But the truth is, I free cycled some really gnarly bagels for lunch today out of the dumpster behind the furniture store. My melon has been thoroughly pre-harshed. Huh? Why would there be bagels in the dumpster of furniture store? Oh, throw pillows. Bummer. Listen, who among us hasn't woken up at noon at van under a blanket felt equally from stranger Linton candy wrappers? It's no wonder I got into the wrong dumpster. If anything, it's fate. Who are you? I'm Aiden. It's totally chill to meet you.com.org. I saw the news someone would seek me out today. I'm like a bit of a clairvoyant, according to some subforums I visit online. I love them too, mate. Yeah, this whole game. Plus, I almost somewhat unsettling amount of powerful crystals. Their potent energies course through me to my inner core. Which is great since I spent the last of my dough on some suspiciously expensive crystals and my inner core is super starving, man. Do you know Pat? Did you say Pat? He's a pretty cool guy. Kind of dresses like a preschooler though, if I'm being real this. Yeah, he's 24. He doesn't look like 24. I thought he was younger, but he's 24. My little sister Liz is dating his cousin, so I guess you could say we're kind of like family. You can say anything to strangers really, no one can stop you. Do you know about the event? Tonight? Oh dude, I'm sorry. I really can't tell you much, I've been sworn to secrecy. I could actually, probably tell you a few things if you do me a solid first. You see, those suspiciously expensive crystals I mentioned earlier? Well, those little mamas were also suspiciously powerful. From just 3 nights of holding them, even when I had to get up to pee, I feel mystically charged enough to access my innermost self. But in my tireless questing through the crystal concentration art, I just don't have the time to shower or dust my pewter miniatures. Besides, bathing's a way for the men to keep us down. You should be sliding across the floor on an oil slick of your own creation like nature intended. Okay, My aromatic scent keeps away a lot of unwanted company, like solicitors and my father, but it invited others. I talk about flies. These little buzzing buzzkills keep harshing my mellow. They're making it impossible for me to concentrate on my inner light, to do inner right, if you know what I mean. If you could just swat them away from me while I'm getting my meditation on, I would be happy to do you a solid in return. So, will you be my spotter's water? Yes, I'll do it for you, Aiden. That's fine. Yeah. Click on the flies and hornets to attack them. Hornets take extra hits. Careful, don't swat the butterflies or Aiden. Alright, see that? I do have friends. No! I killed the butterfly by accident. It's happening! The sub-4 rules were right! I have to keep going! Be careful with the butterfly. I'm starting to feel the cosmos and pick up Wi-Fi. Keep going, I'm almost there. No, wait. What did I slap? His tiny hand? Get out. Oh my god, this is a... No. Okay, that was almost... Yeah. Oof. That one at the end was hard. Hello, my star child. Through crystal channeling and staying modestly hydrated like advised on social medias, I have been able to reach my most powerful form. I'm still the Aiden you've known and adored for so long, but a new, more powerful Aiden. A Payden, as if it were. Like how I haven't been paid in weeks. I'm so hungry. Haha, just kidding, I don't feel the human desire for food in my new astral mode. Hey, did you just hear an ice cream truck? Oh, no reason, I just like the song the truck plays. He's a real bop. No, I'm not crying. I can now tell you a bit about the event now since I am being of pure energy and knowledge given form. But also a being that's like extremely good at keeping secrets, man. What little can I tell you is it concerns Pat, for a certain reason. That's really all I can say. I don't want Lizzie to get too mad at me for spilling the beans. She's got those angry little sister hands. Even beings of pure, peaceful energy are averse to tiny sister punches. Thank you again for your spiritual guidance. What you have done here today will not soon be forgotten. At least not for the 45 minutes of short-term memory I have. Hey, did you hear an ice cream truck? Okay, then. It was nice meeting you. Sorry, my throat. I need to drink some water after making Aiden's voice. Okay. Hey, City Pal. I was just wondering, since we've been texting a bunch, have you heard of the 9th Street station at all? I haven't. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's, well, it's been closed for a few years. Not a lot of going on there since then. I still got some of the most beautiful architecture of all the underground stops in the city, in my own opinion. I really like to go there, actually. I was just thinking, if you ever want to stop by there, maybe I could meet you. No pressure or anything, you will probably have to really help a conductor out to even get access. It's pretty underground. Rough. Okay, I was actually on the floor that time, but I was falling unrelated to laughing. Anyway, haha, don't worry about 9th Street, you can forget what I said, if you want. Okay, talk to you? Groovy. Okay, let's go back on the back alley. Checking for secrets. Girls! No secrets here. This is the perfect place to put secrets. Shirley Chisholm was born in Brooklyn, New York and grew up in Barbados. When she graduated from college, Shirley became an educator running multiple daycare centers and then consulting to New York City Bureau of Child Welfare. Her interest in early education became the basis of her political career, and she would continue to support legislation to help poor kids as a New York Assembly representative. A representative in the U.S. House of Representatives and the first woman to run for the Democratic Party. Is this real? Yeah, this is actually real. Yeah. Oh, okay. We learn it. We learn history. This is actually real. Okay. As a member of the New York State Assembly, Shirley argued against the English language requirement for New York literacy tests. She advocated for domestic workers and supported legislation to get them unemployment benefits. Later, as a U.S. representative for her Brooklyn district, she would gather support for giving domestic workers the right to a minimum wage. She also opposed the Vietnam War, the military draft, and the expansion of military spending. The game is just teaching us a lot of things right now. Shirley was a member of the Congressional Black Caucus, which was formed to increase the influence of black members of Congress, but also to advocate for the equal treatment of minorities in government. In 1972, she ran an unsuccessful but historic presidential campaign. Despite the fact that she had to sue to be included, Shirley was the first woman ever in the televised Democratic debate. Cool. Shirley's campaign slogan and the title of her autobiography was Unbought and Unbossed. That's so awesome. Okay, this is just a lesson in history. Okay, that's why it said girls, girls, girls. Okay, I get the joke now. After her retirement from politics, Shirley returned to education but used her national recognition to speak about gender and racial discrimination at colleges around the country. Shirley Chisholm passed away in 2005 but has been honored after her death in multiple ways. In 2015, President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom. In 2019, the Shirley Chisholm State Park opened in Brooklyn, and in 2020, Brooklyn will honor Shirley as the inaugural part of the She Built New York City initiative with a 40-foot monument in Prospect Park. Okay, we learned a lot. And we also get pieces. Oh my god, so many people that you can talk to all of them. Let me just check for real fast. I want to talk to all of them. Ooh, someone new. Have a seat. We're just about to get started. Help yourself to some coffee or some of Mina's famous spring rolls. Oh, go on. Don't worry about where you sit. I plan on yelling indiscriminately, so all sitting is within range. This is so cool. Did they put enough folding chairs? Don't want a repeat of Space Fight, Trivia Nights Chaos. This is so cool. Welcome, please sign our guest book. And sign here for our mailing list. And sign here too, right there. Great. I really need a co-signer for my small business loan. Defaulting Gale, that's what they call me down at the credit union. Sign the guest book. Or don't. Go your own way, baby. Hey, Emily. Yeah? You want to go get sushi burritos after this? I know we're trying to save money, but I hear the siren song of the sushirito calling me. You had me a hey. The fusion of two star-crossed foods, so different from each other and yet so delicious as one. Happy Lizard, do you confirm, is this food real? Does it taste good? I wonder what other tasty combos of cuisine we're missing. Like ships in the night. Pastasicles. Or quiches, well, a burger. Sorry. A burger, but it's tacos. 2 tacos. Okay, that one I'm vaguely interested in. And now it just repeats. Hey Emily. Hey Jamie. Am I in the wrong room? This is definitely not a support group for people who have grown too emotionally attached to vloggers. I should leave before anyone notices. Actually, it's pretty interesting. I bet they have better coffee than the support group too. I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and gosh darn it, I'm worth vlogging about. Sushi is basically bite-sized seafood burritos. I mean, not gonna argue about that yet. Hey, you're the one that made the food. Excuse me, I'm clearly trying to take notes on the material, so shoot. Cassandra, with every beat of my heart, I long for you. Dokulus wittered, his flippers padding across the ballroom to meet her. His lavender orbs sparkled with unspoken for her totally slamming bottom personality. She's right a fanfic. Hey! Stop looking over my shoulder. It is healthy to express yourself creatively. Mina, this is a public place. I've attended advocacy talks all up and down the East Coast, but this one by far has the best lemon square and brownie selection. Wrong. Do I have time to get another Rice Krispie treat before we continue? Climate change is real. Tell them that, Teddy. Tell them. Oh, this is also affirming. I'm approaching max validation. Makes me want to strut right out of the here and start a revolution. The Soul Revolution begins today. Yes, I agree. Haha, thank you, Saul. Good to see you back again. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Katie knows my name. The Soul Revolution is going great. That was a puzzle piece, thank you. Yee! Hey, you know beloved movie franchise Space Fight Episode 7 Return of the Guy? You mean Star Wars? Yep. Remember when Banana Gun Cloud Pincher is revealed to be the guy? I just feel like people really misunderstand his character. So he did some space murders. So he punched a baby so hard it turned into a diamond. If people would only seek out the extended content, they would see there's so much more to him. I feel like there's some commentary here. A real space fight fan reads the 45 companion novels, play the ARG. The ARG. Do you just say ARG or do you actually say ARG? I play the ARG and collect enough box tops to send away for the companion. Do you know how much cereal I ate for that? I'm banned from the bodega now. Well, also because I keep paying for apples in all pennies. Space fight. Okay, you're a Star Wars fan. I get it. Bye. I'm going. I want to meet the little guy with the guitar that we see in the loading screen. Okay, let's go to the bar now. looking around for secrets. Give me 1 second. Oh, maid! It's Majima! Majima is here! It's Majima Gator! Okay, mate, for your sake, I'm gonna talk to him first. Leave me alone unless you want a knuckle sandwich. Seriously, do you want it? It was the bar special of the day, but I ain't got the heart to eat it now because of nervous guts. Anyways, what do you want? I don't really have time to talk right now. I'm waiting for somebody. Though maybe there are no show. Who are you? People call me the knife on account of my design containing sharp edges. And how I poked my eye out in a freak jack-o'-lantern carving accident back in 4th grade. And cause I cut you. Out of extracurriculars, if I catch you in the hall without a pass. I'm a guidance counselor for Miss Pettisnoot's school for snobby and gifted middle schoolers. He's a guiding counselor. The nickname is just there to scare the preteens, to be honest. Do you know Pat? Yeah, I know Pat. Who's asking? Oh, you are, right. Right. Sorry, I'm a little socially anxious right now. And basically all the time. I've known Pat since high school when the seniors got paired up with a freshman buddy to run the 3-legged race. As the gym teacher tied the rope around our legs, Pat flipped out and thought he was being kidnapped. He started running like a maniac down the football field with my gym pants still attached to him. That's how I got my other nickname, Beef Mark Butt. Since then, we've been good pals despite it. Love that weird little guy. Yeah, this is Majima as a Scaly. So if Majima was a Scaly, this is him. Do you know the event, Majima? Look, you keep pestering me. Didn't I tell you I was waiting for someone? I gotta be honest with you, I ain't really waiting for someone. I'm just here at the bar to practice being casual and meeting other folks. You know, in a romantical-like manner, but I always seem to say the wrong thing and scare other gators off. Well, how was I supposed to know complimenting someone's bulging neck veins was weird? She looked real cool. But anyway, between work and my somewhat bad personality, I don't get out much. It's so hard to just meet people in a non-weird way, you know? I wish I could just practice or something. Hey, wait a minute, that ain't a bad idea. If I could just find a buddy to practice dates on, I could be way more ready when the real date comes along. I know you're only talking to me cause Pat set you up on one of his weird, wild, and goose-like chases, but I ain't got a lot of friends to tell you the truth. So, maybe if you help me practice, I could help you out too? What do you say, you wanna go on a fake date with a rusty edge like me? Yes, I wanna go on a date with Majima, yes. With Scaly Majima. Take a lonely lizard out on a practice date. Click to decide where to go, what to do, and how you end the evening. Great! How do you feel about a change of setting? Let's head over to my workplace and you can help me out there. No! 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 I need water. I need water. Okay. Okay. Welcome to the Hollow House of the Alligator International School for Gifted Youth. The kids are on break right now, so it's only us lonely administrators. Me. I'm the lonely one. I need a big favor from you. I can't. Okay. You see, I have a meet cute tomorrow, and I don't know what to do or say or feel. My friend Karen, who works in the front office, set me up with a friend of hers. I'm not usually the blind date type, but she says he's really dreamy. Tall, which I like, and big, which I also like. Broad shoulders. She says he's a cool, quiet type, but he has a sense of humor and a big heart. And between you and me, she said he's a real dragon in the Dojima, if you get my drift. I get the joke! I get the reference, game, I get it. You don't have to rub on my face. I wonder what she told him about me. All this negative thinking is messing with my mojo. You seem like the strong, silent type. And you're cute enough that it intimidates me just a little. Please, you gotta help me practice for my big date. I need a boost of confidence, and I need it now. Cool, thanks. Karen arranged it all with my date. We're going on an adventure first, then out to dinner, then afterwards. Who knows? Haha, natural laughter. So, what kind of adventure would you take me on? Impress me. You know what? Maid, you're the one dating Majima. Where do you take Majima? Where do you take Majima? I'm choosing you in specific, maid. To the zoo? Okay. Great, let's go! Well, come on, I can't pretend we're going somewhere if we don't go somewhere. The whole school is empty, don't worry. Here we are at the, zoo. To tell the truth, I don't love the zoo. It smells kind of weird everywhere and the food is really expensive. But if you find this kind of stuff romantic, I guess I can play along. Look at the elephant! Wow, a bear! Did you know that sea otters mate for life? Yeah, I know it's really satire. You're the one who wants to go to the pretend zoo. I can't concentrate on romantic thoughts with all this noise. Plus, what if one of my students see me here on a date? That would be pretty weird, regardless though. I'm glad we're doing this. It's been a while since I've been on a real date, like with an itinerary. Everyone I date these days just wants to watch a TV show on an old couch. Don't get me wrong, I'm not above staying in and getting cozy. But I think a first date should be really special, you know? Huh? What's this? You brought me a present? But I didn't bring you anything! Well, that is a change of pace, old-fashioned but in a nice way. Gimme. Now this is my turn, Yummy candy. Candy. I don't want to fill up the for dinner though, thanks but no thanks. I'm getting a little hungry. Do you mind if we head to dinner? A reservation? Wow, you came prepared! And dressed to impress, I see, the shirt really brings out your eyes. Was that too much? I'm trying to roll it, but it feels a little silly. You're doing great though. So where did you want to eat? I heard you were quite the foodie. He said that he wants somewhere special, so I'm gonna say somewhere fancy. Geez, News, the fanciest eatery in Alligator, Brooklyn. I heard you need to call Monster Head to get a table there. Oh gosh, I'm super underdressed for that place. Do you think the... I don't know how to pronounce this word. I know it's French. This is the maitre d' is like the head of the waiters and waitresses. Is the head of the, like, you have the chef is the one in order of the kitchen, and this person, the maitre, is the one in the order of the, you know, the waiters and waitresses, the people who are like talking to the guests and stuff. I don't know if they're actually also in charge of the janitors and stuff, but yeah, everything that is not in the kitchen, it's the maitre that is like in the service area. Anyways, there's no way I can afford dinner there, not on a public servant's salary. Do you mind if you go somewhere else? I just know some nosy Nancy's going to get me kicked out for looking like a poverty. I appreciate the gesture, but I feel so guilty and self-conscious. Oh my god. They didn't have Japanese. on the background. Ah, this is more like it. So, do you come here often? You're so right, I barely make it out of the house myself these days. I'm so happy to be here, meeting someone new. Psst, now's your chance, give me a compliment. Maid, choose the compliment. I don't want to influence your decision, but I know what I would choose. Yeah, I was gonna choose that one too, yes. Because sharp. Thanks. You have a nice smile too. This is me, role-playing an awkward silence. Come on, my date's gotta be more charming than that. I'm going to pretend you said I was cute and move on. I feel like I can really be myself around you. It's been a while since I've done this. I mean, not a long while. It's just hard for me to meet other alligators. I don't do this very often. Stop laughing, this is precisely why I want you to practice. What I'm trying to say is, I'm having a really good time with you. If you don't have any plans after dinner, wanna come to the Spring Festival with me? You've lived in Alligator, New York City for how long and you've never been to the East River Spring Festival? Then you have to come with me. There's food, carnival games, and the whole thing ends with a big fireworks show. What do you say we split the check and head over? Flag down the waiter then, let's get out of here. Oh my god. Also, he has fingernails. Sorry, I'm being such a kid. Even when we live in Alligator, Jersey, my family would drive into the city for the big festival. Thanks for indulging me. As a reward, you get to pick the first thing we do. No, I've been coming here since I was little. It's your first time, what looks like fun to you? I'm between these two. Let's play a carnival game. Oh, he's the first time he likes something that we did. Oh, I love carnival games. Karen told me you were pretty competitive. Not like in a bad way. I'll tell you what, if you win me the big platypus doll, I'll definitely be impressed. A reward? Win the game first, buddy, and then we'll talk. Oh my god, okay. This game. What a night, that guy in the bear costume and all the pretty lights. You know, for the first time you really seem to be warming up to the festival. I'm relieved you had fun, you never know with this kind of thing. I really wanted to have a good time. To be honest, I wasn't sure it was even going to come out tonight, this game. A lot of people are scared of me, would you believe? Me? Because you're Majima. It's not like I'm some kind of scare gangster roaming the streets at night and showing up whenever repeatedly challenge the same person to endless street brawls. Majima, stop getting closer. Also, do you get the reference? Roaming the streets at night and show up wherever repeatedly challenge the same person to endless street brawls is what Majima does. Not Majima. Majima is English. Majima. Or do they say Majima in Japanese? Anyways, while slowly building my reputation as a mad dog. As a mad dog who will fight anyone and anything, relentlessly punishing all who stand in the way of my personal goals. Hey, looks like the fireworks are starting. Come with me, I know the perfect place to watch. What I tell you, the view from here is incredible, right? I have fun tonight, hope you did too. For Karen's sake, I mean. She takes matchmaking really seriously and she's been hounding me for months to finally meet you. Why am I talking about Karen right now? Come on, just say the right thing. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I'm glad we got to do something together, I really like it tonight. I feel like we get along even though we don't have much in common. I think we're headed in opposite directions after this though. Let's keep it that way. See you around. That was a oops! I guess that always fails, maybe? Well, hey, you try, no one can fault you for that. I'm just destined to be the lone creep leaning on the jukebox, playing Steely Dan on repeat and trying to look cool. I guess that one is always a fail. Oh, pet! Hey! Are you there? It's Pet! I know we haven't figured out what the family's total nefarious secret is yet. Well, but maybe if we talk there together, I will feel safer. Is that okay? I'm on my way. Oh, you can win it! Oh, I have to restart the game. I don't want to restart the game. No! Did I lose too much time? Did I lose too much time? I didn't finish taking the picture for the families. Flower, take me back. Oh, nice. Alright. Ah, I didn't finish everything. Yeah. Maybe there is still time. You're gonna have to play through the game again to get everything, or at least I had to, but like I said, it's totally worth getting everything. I'm gonna do it. But do you still have to, like, no, actually don't tell me. I was just wondering if you keep the progress or if you have to restart from zero and be like perfect. Hey. Well, hello, and pleasant evening, my good Chun. I didn't mean to startle you. Oh no, I didn't mean to startle you. Not I, You see, it is within my very nature to skulk mysteriously around corners and delight in deaf silence. As my mother was a mysterious sleeper designer and my father was mysteriously absent. Oh, but enough about me. What about you? You seem like an alligator with an agenda as well. Perhaps a mysterious agenda. Well, that's just fine, my friend. That's just fine, You know, they say mysterious agendas are the best agendas of all, second only to salacious ones. Perhaps yours is a little both? Do you have a blog I can follow? No, I don't have a blog. I see you noticing my hat, but tread carefully, my dear. Tread carefully, This hat and the secret Alligator Society symbolize heavily mid down many a dark and terrible road. Such as community potlucks with spaghetti so al dente, your very soul will ponder the multitudes it requires to chew it. Oh, this is the same hat for the father that died from poison, the White Widow. And it's the hat the daughter, the son got, the Princess Valentina. Don't get me started on your mysterious rummages on our mysterious rummages sale. Okay, let's go in. Hi, bub. Welcome back, Steam guest. I'm afraid our kitchen's closed early for a closed event in the hotel ballroom tonight. I have provided Mr. Pat with some complimentary stale oyster crackers and tap water. If you follow me, I can show you to his room. Pardon me, we'll begin walking at your leisure. My what? Beautiful wallpaper we have, so rich and distracting. We've arrived. Please inform Mr. Pat he can't have any more tap waters after you knock. I'm so glad you came back. I've just been guzzling tap waters and stress eating these funny crackers the waiter gave me. Even though I'm not going to wear them, I went and got all my shoes out anyways. I think just for the company. Scary being alone in here. And now the event is about to begin. But maybe since you're here, nothing bad will happen. This counts as something bad happening. Do you have a flashlight? I'm scared of the dark. Enough flashlights, but slightly less so. Hey, you found one. Do I look like that one video by Alligator Queen? Hopefully with this we can make it through the corridors of the hotel to the ballroom where the event is safely. Just walk really close to me, okay? We have no way of telling who or what is out in those twisty halls. Navigator. The power is out. Click and hold. Okay, so I guess since we didn't have time to check the other area. I think the game maybe saves the progress for the family pictures and the puzzles. I think the game saves the progress, or maybe you're not supposed to talk to Majima until the last one because that one took a while. And click and hold it. Okay, let's check. Oh, I'm walking with him. You can't see my character again. That's a fun way to be like. A reminder of the inevitable pass of time that will one day consume us all into the infinite. Also, I can't read the analog clocks. Pat, you need to calm down. That was either an intense Halloween decoration proof that life persists beyond this mortal coil. Either way, I'm not really happy about it. It's okay, don't worry, I'm coming behind you. I really like the only feature our character has is that we have like the pinstripe suit. But you don't see anything else. Please, anything but Marty. There's a family member that we didn't see, okay. I really love the music playing right now. It's really nice. There's just something unwholesome about reading graphic novels in a pitch-dark sediment of a broken hotel wall. Sure, Pat, sure, Pat. Did you see it move? I think I saw it move. It didn't move. I was seeing if it actually moved if you shone the light like in the other direction. Oh, you! What, Mandy? I will ask what he's doing here, but he's attracted to spotlights, like a moth that smells like hair gel. This game is so adorable. This game is so cute. This game is so adorable, and I can talk to everyone. Before I talk to anyone. Oh, there are puzzle pieces in here! Okay. Before I talk to anyone. Puzzle pieces. Puzzle pieces. Puzzle pieces. I gotta find puzzle pieces. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only people showing here are the ones that I talked to. Yeah, the ones that I haven't met are not here. So I guess we have to do and like talk to all of them. I don't know if it will reset our progress or anything, but we'll see. Let me talk to them. Happy birthday to you. You live in a zoo. You smell like an alligator, and that isn't suspicious, correct? That didn't rhyme. I just want to check if they have different dialogues. At least the brothers are there. Yeah, at least the brothers are there. I want to click the dialogue twice to see if they change. Or if it's the same. This is the worst part I've ever been to. It's simply dreadful, even worse than last year's. Even worse than the rap party for the Gucci modeling shoot I did. That's Gucci adult-sized baby bonnets for strange alligators. Even worse than the release party where they found my ex-boyfriend, the house music DJ, run through with a claymore. I for sure wasn't anywhere near that, of course, but how awful. Simply dreadful. Now, do they change it? No, okay, so it's the same dialogue. Okay, we're not gonna bother clicking more than once then. I could... Mercy, it's been a dog's age since I've been to a swinging shindig. You know of any? I'm just kidding. Mostly. Sup, old and moldy, you down for another heist? Sorry to pull you back in the game, but with a cake like this, how can you resist one last score? Cake! Cake, 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 cake. I would eat anything with the word cake in it. Pancake, birthday cake, cheesecake, yellow cake, and kaboom! Cake! Hello, Star Child. May I interest you in a flyer for my upcoming crystal yoga class? We're going to stand on our hands and really give each you some cards. There's also going to be free pizza in the dumpster outside Italian Tony's cheese circles, like Bellissimo or whatever. Good evening and good morrow, friend. One auspicious sign that we have crossed paths once more. I forgot their voice for one moment. Perhaps we have some unknown star-dim connection, but you really want to read my zine about cool wizards. Check it out, I have a whole chapter dedicated to Toetapicus the Groovy. Hey Johnny. Hey there, I got worried you guys wouldn't make it on account of the blackout. Bet's scared of the dark. And hallways. And parties, come to think of it. This usually doesn't end as well as this, is what I'm saying. Oh, I'm so proud of my Patrick. He didn't threaten a coat rack shadow with a stapler and jump out of a window. Or dump the punch bowl in the toilet thinking it was poison. This is already going so much better than his birthday last year. I think Mona is one of my favorite ones. Hey, it's you, Comrade Pinstripes. Good news, pre-order on my blog for the zine are already through the roof. Since 5 copies are already spoken for, I'm sure to sell out all 7 by the end of the convention. With the word getting out like this, we'll definitely get Mayor Wibblething's resignation within the week. Or at least he might take my petition about planting more trees in Alligator Memorial Park more seriously. He better, or those edited videos of him set to humorous fart sounds and kazoo music aren't going to stop being posted on his notebook. Hold your local government accountable or they'll get a meme. What about the father? Huh? Yeah, party. Sure, whatever. Horace and I have come to an understanding of sorts. Wherein he remains dead and courteous, and I don't call in a priest, or buy any more poisons wholesale. I knew you were the one that killed him. I'm gonna lose my discounts being up this late. Please take a hard look at your benefits if you do too much staying up past 8 or rollerblading. I'm not giving up my Tuesdays at Roller World. Hey, put your there, old pally. It's time for an old-fashioned handshake. Just ignore the snail trail. I'm told it's full of vitamins and helps with drying. In that it comes out of my limbs and leaves there crying. Ooh. Hey, where are you going? Okay, there's only one person left. Hey, Pat. You're 24. I'm so happy. I wasn't getting rubbed out, I was getting birthday clouds. It's so nice to have my beloved family here with me. We're going to take a big family photo and everything. That means you too, if that's okay. Everything you did for me today, it really meant so much to me. You're a really special friend, I can't thank you enough. How much do you bet when they take the picture, they have a finger on the top of my face? Oh, come on, everything's ready for the photo, except for you. Follow me. Oh my god! We can make our gator! Oh my god! Plot twist! I really like this one. Where is it? This one. Oh my god, this is... I'm making my Gator Zona, yes. This is the biggest plot twist of the century. Oh my god, I can choose the tie. No, the color was fine, being white. Yeah. Yeah, this is my Gator Zona. Chat. This is my Gator Zona. This is really adorable. This is really adorable. All done. Can I click on anything? Just checking. Oh! What is this? What is this? What is this? The game is won, the story ends sweet, but two is being done, has this all been deceit? What's really going on? Does our tale end right here? The more family you come upon, the more truth will grow clear. Alligator by Small Boo Animations and Pillow Fight Games. Ah, this game! This game. Later Alligator development by... Oh my god. Special thanks to art therapist Toby Fox. Toby Fox, special. You've unlocked Pet Game Skip. More mysteries await you in Alligator, New York City. Oh geez.